And rely.
Hey.
What's up? There we are. I have to adjust my thing. My back flap.
Butt flap.
All right. Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining us once again, or maybe for the very first time, this episode of Initiative.
We're not as red this time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we look pretty good.
Better.
Yeah.
Rory's hair is fuzzy, but that's okay.
That's fine.
It's always fuzzy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just how it grows in.
This is the Superhero Adventure series, where we follow 3 teenagers as they try and save the world or destroy it, depending on their roles. My name is Colby. I'm your Professor GM for tonight, joined here by my lovely, fantastic players, Cory.
Hi, my name is Cory. I play as Elias Crowley.
David.
Hi, my name's David, and I play as Adam Mercury.
And Nicole.
Nicole, I am Jackie. Play
Jackie, I play.
Jackie.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's
Feeling good.
a little warm in here.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we just gotta
Yeah.
sweat it out.
And I'm already cranky, so I'm like,
This is my weekly sauna session. So
Yeah.
I'm about to go
Yeah.
ape shit.
We're gonna drop all that water weight, guys.
Whew.
Well, hope everybody's doing well. Hello to Taylor in chat or Mod. Hello
Hello.
to everybody watching.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
watching via Spotify, like listening in, or on YouTube, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite. All that stuff helps us tremendously. You think it doesn't? You think you're like, oh, it's just a little comment. Somebody else will. No, nobody else will.
Yeah. Even if you just comment the word hi, it helps a lot.
It really does.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
donating blood.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll like read as spam though, but do it anyway.
Yeah, make sure you comment repeatedly the same thing over
Yeah,
and
yeah,
over
yeah.
and over
Hi,
again.
hi,
You
hi.
can
Hi.
you can look us up on all social medias at keeptappinx. No G, keeptappinx, no G. There's a fly around me. And make sure you look up Initiative under keeptappinx. Again, we have Spotify, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram.
Yeah.
What's the handle again?
It is initiative _KTX.
There we go. You can follow our social medias there and keep up to touch. And we also have a Discord as well.
Yep.
So we have a link tree with all that stuff.
Yeah, it'll all be done below.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
description. The link's not working again?
Son of a bitch.
That's
Links
fine.
aren't
We didn't pay the
working.
link bill.
Yeah.
Well,
Guess not.
if you're listening anywhere but Twitch, it'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, as always, we usually do a recap
Yeah.
before every episode starts over
we had
here.
a very eventful week last week. We did.
I know. Are we getting right into it? We good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm
we don't have
ready.
anything else to pimp.
Let's do it.
Hype.
The story so far, episode 29. Last week on Initiative, our heroes remain trapped within the converging expanse, another dimension where their most dangerous foe, simply deemed the Dark Entity, resides. In order to both save and return to Earth, they must defeat the ancient creature along with its most powerful and closest agents of destruction. The party had just defeated the second of these agents, the ancient warlord Hamadi Khan, and have been resting for the night before they are asked to help their current ally, the Sovereign, as his citadel is under attack from another agent. Our heroes, with the help of a time and space bending and mysterious old man, Uman, arrive at the citadel to confront the assault. A single man challenged the stronghold, ex-Yakuza member, and now agent of the Dark Entity, Kaito Igarashi. The battle has already begun against him and the Sovereign, with our heroes now joining the fray. Kaito, backed into a corner, unleashes his most powerful technique, seemingly destroying the Sovereign and leaving our heroes to fight alone, as he also summons a mystical dragon to fight alongside him, because why not? Even though Jackie is almost killed, and Adam is also struck by a technique that felled the Sovereign, the party proves victorious. Adam, attempting to take Kaito's body away from the scene of the fight with his incredible speed, loses consciousness as visions of another life play in his mind, more powerful than ever. He awakens to find no Kaito, but just his katana in the dirt. Our heroes, along with their friends from Earth, V, Cedric, and Xavier, all tend to Jackie, bringing her back to consciousness within the underground caverns of the Citadel. After a brief rest, Adam and Elias explore the upper regions of the caverns and witness the Sovereign being reborn in his pools of blood. With the threat of Kaito out of the way, he tells our heroes that what they have been waiting for, that he had found their old dear friend Rise. As it turns out, Rise's body had been kept inside the recesses of the Citadel, practically rotting away in chains. His mind, however, had been ripped from his body by the Dark Entity and forced to flicker between dimensions, lost and scattered. Unknowingly, Jackie had been calling out to these scattered pieces for months, until finally calling them all together and bringing them back to their natural place. With her help, Rise is now awake and part of their lives once more. Will he be able to help our heroes in the coming conflict? And what of the storm that brews in the distance, more powerful now than ever? Find out right now on this week's episode of Initiative.
Let's go. I'm about to run into that storm. You're like, come at me, lightning.
Here I go again.
I'm ready. I want to know what's in there.
Jeez.
I'm afraid to find out now.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
Everybody
fogged.
is, yeah.
So curious.
Everybody's beat to shit.
I know. Oh yeah, and we haven't rested yet either, huh?
No.
I still have so many
Nonsense.
injuries.
I'm sure we will.
I'm
sure
so
we-
close to death.
So, before we get to you guys, we fade in on a black screen, and we see the orange cast sky now obscured with these dark purplish gray clouds overhead, and we hear rain, and we see this skyscape suddenly ripple. You're looking on a body of water now being assaulted by rain. And as we have a single pan, and we see a pair of boots hanging off of what seems like a wooden dock, and then a fishing line. And we look up to see a familiar individual, Liani Barbosa, one of the agents of the Dark Entity. Her visage now clearer than we've ever seen before, no longer shrouded by the Dark Entity's blessing. She's wearing tall, knee-high gray boots, these baggy pants that are tucked into them, a long trench coat with what looks to be layered around her neck 4 different scarves. Before you saw it was this deep purple, her entire form was this purple black shape, but now she's normally colored, and each scarf has its own distinct blue, red, yellow, and green with white sewn trimmings along with these intricate patterns that hang very low behind her, kind of off to the side. The sleeves of her shirt are cut off, but she wears these fingerless gloves that sort of fan out at the wrist, and then bandages tied all the way up to mid-arm. And she has about shoulder length brown hair, a little curly in how it's presented, but it's tied back right now. She has a single sort of hair loop around, and she's just looking at the water, fishing. Rain is pouring all upon her. She wears a hat. What are you looking at? Oh no!
Oh my god, what are you looking at?
I'm just like, what's behind me?
It's behind me, isn't it?
She is sitting there, and as she's fishing in this rain, we hear footsteps along water, and we pan up to see a pair of shoes walking along, or sorry, sandals walking on top of the water itself of this lake. But we only get to see the ankles as it hops up onto the pier beside Liani. And we hear, "Any bites?" She looks over to the new individual and says, "Not with you running laps over the fish." So there's a silence for the moment until we see slender fingers reach down into the water, fingers dipping in, and a flicker, and we see a fish being pulled out with water still around it, just pulled through the air, dropped into a bucket. Liani looks into the bucket and says, "Don't cheat." "What? I'm just making it easier." "It's not worth it if I didn't catch it." Another silence, just rain. "We're leaving soon, right?" Liani looks over. As soon as he is finished." "Nervous?" I don't want to go back. It's okay. It won't be there for long. You mean it won't last long, right? More silence. Good. Fade to black.
Hmm.
I'm gonna fuck this bitch up.
Hmm.
I got a bone to pick with this bitch.
So, we come to our heroes. Before you is this sort of husk of a man. Just looked up to you. Your friend Rise, now freed from his chains. You guys have lowered to the ground. The runes that were once glowing this purple, bluish energy have now faded to nothing. And he looks up at Jackie. And you can see in his eyes, even though his body seems a bit lifeless, something's been drained from him, his eyes still have these blue and purple hues to them. And they look brighter than ever. He says, Jackie. And he hugs you.
I immediately like wrap my one
Yeah.
arm.
He's like,
Like, I'm sorry.
oh, no, that's okay. No, it's fine. Yeah, help me up, please.
Yeah, I like kind of like am under him, like trying to, and like kind of using telekinesis to like help him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, idea.
I just look over at the Sovereign. I'm like, we're gonna need some beds. Place to
No, I
rest.
don't think you will.
I think we will.
He turns around and starts to walk away. So the Sovereign steps away.
I like follow him for a second, like no, and then I kind of just turn around back to Rise. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Rise is kind of looking past you for a moment
Uh-huh.
and looks at the Sovereign as he walks away. Says, thank you. The Sovereign does not reply. And he, Elias, Adam, come here. Oh, shit.
Rise. It's been a long
I know
time.
I must smell awful.
A little bit, it's fine though. We'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you look awful. Absolutely dreadful. What are you wearing?
We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Almost looked as bad as me.
Yeah, well,
I didn't want to say anything.
yeah, me
No,
either.
it's okay. I'll say it for us. Oh, you have no idea where I've been. I don't know where I've been.
How are you alive?
I don't rightfully know.
What
Magic.
What happened after Tokyo?
Well, I remember going in that portal with the Sovereign, and I remember traveling back here, but I wasn't here for long. I was intercepted.
By who?
The Dark Entity.
Well, that couldn't have been good.
I think he attempted to take both of us, destroy us before it became a problem in the future, but well, he underestimated us. But unfortunately, I couldn't come in one piece.
Well, I'm just glad you're here now. I mean,
Me too.
Sovereign built this place and it's a little wacky. So I'm sure we can find a bed or something to rest in.
It's very dark.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very vampire-y.
There's a place, a hangar type place with a lot of stuff.
Why don't I just take you to my place?
Your place.
It's much more comfortable than whatever you did.
Where the hell do you live?
Oh, away. But first, I think I have to touch up a little bit. And he takes the hat that you gave him off his head, and he spins it and throws it, and it's way past you guys. Just, and you all look, and sparks fly under it. As one moment. See, it spins, and he appears under it, just in a flash. You look back and he's gone from where he was just sitting. He looks much healthier now. His skin has returned to this sort of more flushed, still pale, but in a more like porcelain sort of style. No longer naked. He is wearing a purple gold and bluish suit around him that is just layer after layer of undershirts around it with that that's what I'm looking for. The
the frilly
cravat.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
God, cravat. No, what is it called? The Victorian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
the
about.
ruff.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't think of it right now. Just layers of fabric. His long black hair just spills out underneath the hat. He has these white gloves on. There is a gold belt around him with a dagger sheath and then an empty sword sheath on the other side.
Huh.
He has earrings on and his jewelry all about. It's like glitter bomb destroyed. He has this sort of glow about him. His sharp features have returned, no longer hollowed cheeks. He looks like a new man coming out of it, and of course his long purple cape just behind him says, "Ha ha! This is much better."
How'd you do that?
What the hell?
It's like night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, you learn how to clean up after yourself with a few magic tricks.
You're so bright it almost hurts my eyes in this room.
It should,
Yeah,
and he
really.
claps together and just like flash of gold, just sparks.
I'm just like,
Thank you very much. And also you notice there's a floating orb around him that just kind of orbits. Not in like a regular like halo or circle, but it's just this glowing mixture of colors that just kind of circle at sporadic points around him.
Interesting.
Now, introduce me to your friends here.
Yeah, these are our friends from school.
Yeah, they look like V, Cedric, and
Yeah.
Xavier.
Well, you remember Cedric.
Of course, Cedric, come here. I see you're not driving any vehicles into people this time. That's wonderful. And Cedric's like, yeah, hey, Rise. And he like gives him a hug. Like, oh man, you look better than you did a minute ago. And he's like, thank you. You look fine. And who are these?
This is my friend V.
Friend.
V, this is Rise. He's a magician of sorts? I don't know how to describe him.
Yeah, he looked over. He like V goes to shake his hand. He grabs it.
Enchanté.
Yeah. I see
just
you are.
like, back
I see
off.
you are the one that is courting this fair lad. It just is so obvious by the way he speaks of you. She's like, yeah, nice to meet you, dude. And he's just like, wonderful, wonderful. She's quite a catch, I must say, Elias.
Thanks.
And you!
This is Xavier.
Xavier, that is a fantastic name. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, you have some strong muscles on you. You must be working hard to protect these lads.
he sure is.
Not.
He's actually just kind of came here accidentally.
Well, nobody comes here on purpose.
Yeah, but there's kind of a situation.
Well, let's talk about it back at my place, yes?
Sure, sounds good to
All
me.
going after this fucking fly.
I know.
This fly is a monster.
Yeah, he's disrupting.
Anyway. He essentially grabs the orb just out of the air and waves it around just in some sigils that kind of hang into the air, and then in front of you just this sparkling portal is all right, go ahead, step through. Come on, come.
Will we be able to come back?
Nope.
After?
I'm just kidding you. Why would you want to come back here? This place is disgusting.
Because we have people to beat up.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yeah,
do you mean? You can go anywhere you want. What, are they here?
Well,
Not-
Converging in the
yeah.
Expanse.
in
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, no, of course we're not leaving the realm. I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If I could
okay.
do that, I would have done it a long time ago.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, in you go. You might feel some slight discomfort, and your bowels might retract through your mouth, but it is fine. You will be okay. Go.
All right, everybody, cover your mouths. Let's go.
Yeah, you step through the portal. There's no uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's just like stepping over an elevated doorway. Just boop.
Oh, okay.
That's what Cedric trips in and then starts puking.
My bowels!
So what you see in front of you is actually very picturesque. It's this hill of tall grass leading up to this sort of cliffside. That's all you can see in front of you right now. There's flowers everywhere, just colors all around you. Different flora and fungi all around, forming this sort of intentionally chaotic maelstrom of color, and all leading up to a rinkety roof kind of caved in, small chimney, door hanging off shack with a broken window that shattered through. And he's like, no, come on. And he starts walking up.
Is that your place? I point to the shack.
Yep, no place like home, I tell you what.
It's a little run down, don't you think?
I suppose I could do a bit of maintenance on it later. Oh, I didn't plan on being here that long, just a few hundred years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can do maintenance really fast if you give me stuff to do with.
No.
Okay.
Starts walking up. And, yeah, do you follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
You notice that his cape kind of sort of grows and recedes as he breathes, and as he walks, it's just sort of extending and retracting, and flowing with this wind, this nice gentle wind over you. You don't see any sign of the storm around. It's just the orange sky of the converging expanse above you.
Weird.
And as you reach up to the shack, you start cresting over this hill, this cliffside, and below you is a lake, and you can see just natural lighting beating off the gentle sort of stillness of this lake, and shining, and it's very nice. It's almost like a crater in of itself in this lake. And you guys are on like the edge of the rim of this crater. And he goes up and he's just like, all right, come on, I welcome you into my abode.
How far away are we from the Citadel?
Yeah, this looks nothing like the rest of the Expanse.
Well, I'm purposely trying to stay as far away from that as possible. We're about northwest, well, we're no longer on the same continent that you're aware of.
Oh.
Fortunate.
I've found this small little place, this lovely little bit of home in my adventures.
Okay, so it should be safe.
Yeah.
For now.
This doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even guess this is the same, like, planet.
Oh, this is really nice, actually.
Jeez.
Well, I like to try and make everybody feel at home. That's if I had guests, which I never do.
Well, you do now.
Yes, I do. Now come. He walks into the shack.
All right.
As you guys enter, first thing you see is a myriad of dust particles in the air. A lot of the furniture in here is kind of either far too dusty. There's some like tarps over like a table. A chair is broken on the side, and it looks like there's a toolbox next to it that's also caked in dust, and there's barely any tools in it. It's all just like woodworking and crafting stuff. And as you look along, there's a modest chimney at the far end of the room, and it's just a single room. And there's like one back window that's also shattered. Like 3 of its 4 panes are broken. And he just walks in. He feels like it's been an eternity.
It looks like it's been an eternity.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think it actually was.
It could have been.
Oh, maybe.
But anyway, some of us are pretty banged up. Do you have more than one bed?
Oh, yeah, of course. You didn't think you were going to stay in here, did you?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did.
Oh. You silly. And he walks over to the fireplace, and he presses in a stone, and then he starts moving, and he flicks his finger, and you see 2 more hands appear and start rearranging stones inside of the chimney. Okay, that should do it. And the small chimney opening just expands upward, and you see the familiar sparks of his magic and a staircase. Very nice, like just excellent woodworking leading up to it, intricately carved around railings that spiral upward. And he says, yep, that should do it.
Anybody catch the combination to the secret door?
Not quite.
No.
Don't think I have the hands for that.
Where does this lead to?
My tower. My abode.
There was nothing above this house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I start walking up the stairs. Like,
we gotta remember not to question half the stuff he does.
Yep.
No, you should always ask questions. Questions are important for the learning of young minds. Isn't that right, V? He's, yeah, ask questions, dude.
Yep. Learning of young minds as I walk up the stairs.
Oh, you don't have to walk. Come on. And he steps on one step and like a few steps above you, and he like motions. You're ahead of him, so you're like right above him.
Yep.
And he motions everybody to get on a separate step. And then he's like, let's go. And then the steps just start moving up in an escalator.
Oh.
And he says, all right, what do you want first? You want a meal? We can't go to bed empty stomachs, am I right?
Sure are.
I'm
Okay.
could use some rest. As I have this gaping.
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Still
Yeah.
thinking.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, maybe we should hit the hay first, am I right? And all of you immediately have memories of sleeping in hay at the Sovereign Citadel. Never a proper bed.
How about we hit the mattresses?
Yeah.
That sounds better.
How about we hit the clouds? And he
Sure.
moves up. And you guys suddenly stop. It looks like you're in the center of like a tree with all the wood around you. And then he traces a finger like just down against the wall, and it opens up. And what you see inside is a bedroom. It's a large room with a slight elevation up into what you can see is a balcony to the right. Just like closed window pane door and curtains. Everything very lavish, carpeted. There's like a gold mirror in every corner of this room. And where there should be a bed, or you see like the curtains where like a bed would be, it's just a cloud. Just a white solid cloud just misting about in the corner there. And he walks over and says, all right, who wants the first room?
This room looks pretty nice.
I'll take it.
All right, there you go.
I like immediately like onto the cloud.
Yeah, you hover in and you land in the cloud, and the cloud catches you.
Oh.
And as you know, as she's moving over, he says, I always wondered when I was younger what it would be like to sleep on a cloud. Of course, I learned later in my studies that clouds are just made of water.
Yeah.
Which didn't sound very fun or comfortable at all, so I made my own cloud that you can sleep on. And it's just like, it just, morphs to your form and just starts floating around the room a little bit. And it's
I'm just
sleeping
like,
on a cloud.
Oh my gosh, this is the best.
And he starts showing people 2 rooms identical to that. He just goes up like another step, like poof, and then opens up a whole new room. And of course, you can leave at any time. All you have to do is knock on the door, and it'll open up.
This is amazing.
Yeah. I don't even know where to begin.
Me either, but I'm gonna sleep so hard on that cloud.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Sorcery, spells, magic, it's all about what's in your mind, what you can imagine to life around here. So if you think, oh, it's too hot in here, it'll get cooler, and vice versa and all that. So your mind will take care of you as it always does.
Wow.
That's incredible. What if I think that I want a giant turkey dinner?
You have to wait for the kitchen for that.
Oh, that's fine.
But anyway, I will see you all for breakfast then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
Alright.
sounds good.
And I'll show you to your rooms, and he like shows your friends to rooms and everything. And yeah, so all of you, and if you want to bed like in the same bedroom together or something like that with other people, that you can do that too. But there's separate
Okay,
to fall.
that's fine. Sounds good to me.
Alright. Do any of you do anything before going to bed or anything like that?
Is there anything we need to do?
I can really think of right now.
No, I'm just gonna contemplate a little bit about Alabama
Sure.
and just try and put the pieces together in my head, try and make sense of it.
Yeah. So you just kind of. It's hard to think for too long about it as this cloud just
Yeah.
cradles you, kind of just like rocking you to
I'm
sleep.
just like slowly falling asleep. Like,
And if you look up, all of you look up into the ceiling. You know, like those glow in the dark stars.
Yeah.
Kids have. It's not that, but it's literally like Earth's sky above you at night. So you finally get. It's been I've seen a few weeks for you guys now since you've seen Earth's nighttime sky. So you can look at that now.
Cool.
And yeah, so you all fall asleep. Anybody? Anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
No problem. So, you fall asleep, finally having a nice, restful restful day. You heal from injuries and
Thank
whatnot.
God.
Nice.
And
we
you
have 5 injuries.
Yeah, I have 5 too.
Damn.
you all awaken as the doors to your room open up. And instead of seeing the staircase in front of you, it is what looks to be just like another room that you'd have to approach to see more.
Do I smell anything?
Yes.
What do I smell?
You smell this distinct odor of meat.
Okay.
Like in a cartoon where the
Oh my God.
makes
It's
you like
like into
float
the
out of bed.
Spider-Verse, like-
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
You
me
just-
right now. Yeah.
And you float in. What do you two do? Jackie and Elias.
Yeah, I just like walk in, like just super sleepy, like still like finally getting a good night's rest. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, same. I'm like stretching, kind of like bending myself, going like, "Wow, it doesn't hurt when I bend like this. It did yesterday."
He as you walk in, immediately the smell overcomes you. It's something familiar.
oh no.
Can't quite. And as you walk in, suddenly the sort of wooden wizard like appeal to this entire structure that you've been in fades away as you step on tile floor.
Oh no!
There's metal around you as you are in the dining room of a McDonald's in New York. No front counter, it's just the kitchen, and you see in a McDonald's uniform Rise, the big, but instead of like a M on like his chap, it's just like it's like an R, and in the golden arch sort of font. And he says, "Oh, Jude, you've come for breakfast. Please sit down, sit." It's in those like plastic booth chairs that aren't very comfortable, that aren't meant to be comfortable, kind of thing.
Rise, this is amazing.
I do.
Yeah, this is.
You know how
we're
much I
trying to
love.
save.
You know how much I loved working at McDonald's when I was with you.
Yeah, the floor's greasy and everything.
Yeah.
I know that was tough to replicate. I worked on it all night though. All I had was this, this nice old kitchen with all the the spice jars and I thought that was nope. We needed something modern and perfect.
It does remind me of New York.
Yeah,
really
it certainly smells like it.
Yep. I'll have a breakfast burger, please. Make
Coming.
that 3.
Coming right up, a number 4 special with this. Your friends are already sitting at a booth and they're just looking at you like. Xavier
explain
says,
later.
"Oh, I knew it was just a dream. I just fell asleep at a McDonald's."
Yeah, we're home, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
V like leans over. He's like, "You sit down." She's like, "Why the fuck are we in a McDonald's?"
Okay, so like maybe about 6 months ago, we met this guy, and then we fought the vampire guy in Japan. But like before we fought the guy in Japan, Rise was living with me and crashing on my couch, and my mom made him get a job, so he worked at McDonald's, and he's been really emotionally attached to it ever since. So here we are.
So you want some fries?
Yeah, do you want
Yeah, I want
fries
some
with
fucking fries. Rise says, "No fries. Hash browns in the morning."
I'll take it.
And he
Yeah.
magically, you see like utensils around him, like spatulas and stuff, like floating around him as he, his sword in the stone, Merlin's his way around the McDonald's kitchen.
Remarkable.
And creates
Amazing.
for you all the most fantastic. And remember, when he worked at McDonald's, he didn't make McDonald's food per se.
Yeah.
He made gourmet meals
At McDonald's.
at
McDonald's,
McDonald's.
yeah.
Somehow transforming their ingredients into like grade A+ everything. So he fashions this breakfast, McDonald's breakfast, the McGriddles, the hash browns,
Yes.
the hot cakes,
Give it to me.
all of it. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I know how much you like to eat," and he just shuffles them
Yeah,
through.
I was like, ah.
The plates magically, the food flies in your mouth. And
This is the best.
yep,
Jeez,
as he
finally.
fashions for you a nice breakfast.
Is there
Uh-huh.
a restroom?
Yes, but you don't want to go in the one I made out of the McDonald's one. Filthy. Go in the other one I made, the normal one. You see like the normal like McDonald's restroom and then like a wooden door. That's
Yep. Awesome.
um
I feel like many of us could use that.
Just imagine like a big wooden door with like the wrought iron like
Yeah.
hinges and the metal filigree and shit,
Yeah.
like totally out of place.
Wait, is there like a shower?
oh yes, you can go into the sauna bathhouse.
Oh,
That sounds pretty
finally.
nice.
After you eat, you can wash up.
Cool, cool.
And then as he finishes up cooking, he like has his apron and he like puts it away and he stands up next to you guys. And he just says, and after that, I can answer any questions you have about this place or anything in general. I'm well studied on the ecology and living beings of the conversion expanse. I have been here for a long time.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
There's definitely a lot we need to go over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. I am happy just to have all of you around. And he like reaches out and his arms stretch to encompass everybody. And he like,
Oh, right.
Cedric's like, and lets go of you guys. He says, all right, now, all right. And he walks away to clean up his station.
This feels so good.
I know. This is the best day we've had in a long time, I feel
Yeah,
like.
really.
Close your eyes, you can pretend we're in New York.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready for my 5-star spa treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
I haven't had shoes in like weeks. I like show you my black ass like feet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just like cake,
forgot you
like
take your shoes
dirt
off.
and yeah,
Oh my god.
just
Yeah.
like muddy. Like
Oh.
V like stretches out. She says, "Yeah, I feel like I haven't taken a bath in weeks because I haven't.
Yeah,
and,
same.
and I know we all can smell Cedric." Cedric's like, "What? Huh?"
Yeah, that's a stench that just doesn't go away.
Yeah, you ready for bath time, Cedric?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I thought so.
So you all, a door opens up, ready for you guys whenever you want to leave. As you walk in, all these portals appear like a reflective, like onyx, like black, so you can't really see what's beyond it until you step through. And when you step through, the first thing you feel is this like massive like humidity smacked into you, and you hear the first thing you hear is the sound of cicadas, like that. And you are no longer inside of this tower, or rather, you're in this very large and luscious chamber of foliage all around you, and there's like stream after streams of water, whether they're small or larger, kind of forming into smaller pools and into larger pools all around you. It's sort of almost like Japanese-esque mountainside that you guys see, and there's steam in the air. And in front of you there's two splitting paths, and you can see like billowing steam from each one that lead past. And Rise is already in the middle of the intersection there. He's just wearing this sort of cloth Speedo as like covering, and he's like, has this like power pose out, and he's just like, all right, yep, if you want women that way, men this way, if you want to, or you know the same one, I can do that. He like combines both paths, like
Ooh, I'd prefer not.
go wherever you want, I don't care. And he just hovers into
I'll go this way. I go left.
All right,
See
that's
nerds
the wrong
on other
one.
end. Oh, They're out the other way.
Yeah, Cedric's like going into the left
I
one.
like kind of awkwardly look at V like
V like grabs the back of his head and like like turns around. He's like goes back the normal way. Yeah, and then she just looks at you and just walks down the path.
we like slowly walk as far.
Yeah, just distancing
We're on the same
themselves.
path, but
yeah, it's like
like
kind of a narrow
opposite
path,
ends.
but yeah, kind of like hitting the brush. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, and you walk into this wonderful. Each of you sees on the respective path a large, steaming natural spring. It's relegated into like 3 different layers, each one again pouring into one another from this slight brook and waterfall that drops down. And there's this sort of like cleaning area like right before it, so you just like wash off before you go in, and just like hard scrub.
Yeah.
And in the middle of each circle, it's just a stone tower between each one. Not very large, maybe about 5 feet extended from the surface. And yeah, you just hear these sort of creatures around, but never see any.
Okay.
And the sky is kind of dark, almost as if you're indoors, but the ceiling is too far up to really wonder. And the lights that you see around, as you're wondering, where are these lights coming from? And it's just small fireflies are kind of around, the first creatures that you can finally see, all about emitting these lights. And it's warm and comforting, and yeah.
Okay.
So nice.
Yeah, that sounds.
I'm gonna, as soon as we get up to that like cleaning station, I'm gonna like really fast clean myself off, like scrubbing and washing myself, and then I'm gonna cannonball it to the.
Yeah, like Elias, all you see is like mud and much. Yeah.
Wiping my face.
Xavier's like, huh? My mouth was open. As you quickly wash yourself, or scrub yourself off, and then cannonball.
Dive right in.
Although you're like really skinny. So
Yeah.
it's like, boop.
Yeah. And then I just like float on my back, like
Yeah. What do you do, Eli?
Kind of follow suit, but in a much slower and more normal fashion.
Yeah, kind of getting out of your destroyed, smelly, bloody prom clothes that you had for
that
a
I've been
while.
wearing for about 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
Similar to your side, you hear like a splash over this rock formation that divides all of you. It's about 20 feet up.
Like, who? Somebody just.
These like don't care, and it's like, already like half her face submerged inside of the water, and there's like bubbles.
Yeah, I immediately like start scrubbing like my feet and like getting out of the dirty clothes and shit. And I'm like, I imagine it's like pretty large, and like me and V are like at opposite ends, like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
We're both just staring at each other,
like floating like in a circle, just like trying to avoid any, either or the other getting any sort of gain.
Yeah.
Jackie probably has like the most scars out of all of us. It's like missing an arm, that giant gash in her
Yeah.
stomach.
Well, as you like get in the water, and all of you feel this, like, except for maybe Adam, but any like wounds that you've had start to feel really like soothed, like as if they just been massaged, if they were like normal muscles. And as you like step out for a moment, you see that most of your wounds have healed over.
Oh wow,
Nice.
And yeah, your whole body is relaxing. The tension of the past few weeks is starting to just wash away from you.
Has Rise seen me without my arm yet? Like before, previously?
No.
It's just like.
You didn't question it.
Yeah. After a while, you guys kind of soaked for a bit, and
Adam just like.
Like, oh!
I was like, no, Adam, no, that's fine, whirlpool, and he like reverses it. The stream just Cedric's like, please. It's spit out over the wall. Lands on the girl's side.
Immediately gets like punched and thrown back.
Is that second base? Yeah, as Rise is kind of like soaking along, you're floating. He swims over, and the water isn't deep. It's only like, maybe like 4 or 5 feet deep at its deepest ends. And he just says, "So, how's it feel? Feel good?"
Yeah,
this is
better
awesome.
than we felt in weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
This one was tricky, forming this up. I had to work through a lot of books, see what I could come up here, but I think I did a good job. It took about I want to say 114 years to set this up.
114 years worth it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the fireflies?
Hmm?
The fireflies.
What fireflies?
Fireflies.
Oh, I never noticed those before.
Didn't you make everything here?
Yeah, but magic has a weird way of taking care of itself when you're not here for a while.
Oh.
I know, it's very pretty. He like holds out his finger for one and lands on his finger and then lights his hand on fire and he's like, well, and dips it in the water. Ow! Don't touch them.
Noted.
Yeah. So, you know, I have to ask, how'd you find yourselves here?
Like here in the hot springs?
No, I know how you got here. Oh, Adam, you're such a smart shit.
Sure am.
Oh, and let me say hello. Let me say hello to your little man there, Mercury.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Mercury, say hi.
He like holds out a hand. Mercury still for a moment. The bracelet just extends out and just grabs the tip of his of Rise's index finger and just. Says, glad to see you're doing well there. You have to tell me all about your adventures since we've been separated.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. Well, if you find yourselves here, it couldn't have been all good, unfortunately.
Well, we... You know, honestly, we were trying to be normal a little bit before all hell broke loose and we ended here.
It's true.
I see.
The Dark Entity kind of invaded New York in a weird way.
Well,
And
not
other
good.
places in the world. He made these light pillar things. But they're not light, they're darkness.
Eh?
And they're slowly growing and destroying the area around them. And so we've been kind of working on trying to figure out how to close them and get rid of them. But then we went to Winter Ball. Because we were
Oh,
trying
ball.
to be normal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, you still have balls?
Well,
Yeah.
schools do.
Oh,
They're great.
Okay.
Though. They're great.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, did you have fun?
At first.
Okay.
Adam
And
won a
then-
dance contest.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty fantastic.
Cedric's like, truly. As
Yeah.
bubbles come up. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure I won.
Oh yeah, I love Cedric.
Well, I won against everyone but Cedric.
Oh, I see. Well, good on you, Cedric. I know you had some pep to your step.
But there's a lot of other things too.
All right. Well, say no more. We'll talk it over later.
Yeah,
For now, enjoy.
we will. We will.
Now I'm going to perform one of those cannonballs that you talked about and performed earlier.
Do it.
no,
do
please,
it.
God,
do
no.
it. Do it.
Starts running away,
Uh-huh.
like down the path,
Uh-huh.
like, out of sight.
Do it. Do it.
Like cringing.
Runs back, cannonball! Yep! And he leaps and bloop. Comes back up.
When he comes up, I'm like,
Sparks just
Instead of Cedric flying away.
Xavier like turns. My eyes were open. How you doing over there, ladies?
Great, this feels amazing.
The tension.
Yeah, things are fine. And after about hour soak, staying around in there, you guys get out, and Rise has made you all robes.
hey, nice.
Ooh.
These nice, they have the appearance of silk. They feel, it almost feels like you're not really wearing anything, which is kind of unnerving
Like
at
dress
first.
pants.
Yeah, exactly. Around you, but they're all purple with the gold inline like sleeves and whatnot, like trimmings along it. Sash around each, and each one has an R on it. It's like like a weird like Hugh Hefner style. Just, like, look, it's like fuzzy slippers for all of you.
Yeah. I'm like, ooh, can I keep this robe?
No.
Oh.
Fortunately, when it leaves here, it will turn into absolutely nothing.
Oh. That's fine.
A lot of things here only subsist in this space, as you can see. I am much more powerful here than I am outside, unfortunately. But that's how it goes.
I guess when you're a magic crazy entity,
Crazy.
a little bit, in a good way.
All right. Very good. Now come, everyone, and he opens up another door. And you walk through. And it's just shows you into this sort of study, the lounge room study over here. There's a few bookshelves along the walls, filled with unmarked tomes. There's 4 couches laid up, these plush red large arms, like fanned out bats. Everything looks old in sort of its style. Not modern, except for he changes one couch into Elias's couch to make you feel more at home, which is just like the square sofa,
brown stained, like duct taped in spots.
See, it was really tough thinking about the soy sauce stain last night over there, but
sushi night was messy,
but delicious. And there's a desk in the corner, kind of modest without setup. See, like a quill, and it kind of reminds you a little bit how the Sovereign's study was also a bit smaller, like his room over there. There's something modest about how they set up their rooms over here. But he motions down. There's a fireplace crackling, and the flame changes hues as it goes. It has like that first orange when you first get in, but then like pink, blue, purple, and it just cycles through. It's very comfortable in here. And there's some creature that's sort of stuffed in the corner of the room. It's about 10 feet tall. It has fur packed all over it and several paws reaching out of its abdomen. It has tentacles for mouths that are just furred, though. It has eyes like a spider. As it just reaches up, and it just looks fearsome. Completely offsets the entire mood of the room.
I'm like, ooh, what's that?
That? I don't know. I don't remember that here. I hope it doesn't come alive.
That's not...
He takes his hat and tosses it up. It lands on it, and now this giant behemoth monster has a top hat.
I'm gonna go up and like, oh my god.
Paw moves at you. And then you see like a spark of magic off of it, and Rise is like, haha!
Oh, thanks.
I was just joshing with you.
So do you know what this is?
No, I just made it move.
Oh, I see.
I don't think it's alive, though. Like,
I hope not.
Poked it, and it feels like really solid, like dense.
Oh,
Please take a seat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like
Eat.
sitting down, cross my arms, and just staring at the creature.
He magics up a small wooden chair that he just sits on, and it doesn't have legs. It just kind of floats in the air.
I'm gonna sit on whatever looks the most comfortable.
Yeah, there's like a plush like love seat you can sit on. You sit on it and then sink in. I cannot express how much it is. It's such a relief to see the 3 of you in good health, and you new people in Cedric.
No, same to you. I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah, we've been looking for you for a while.
Yeah, a long time.
Yes, well, I'm back now, thanks to Jackie. Always keeping an eye out for me, I appreciate that. So, let's talk.
Yeah.
Why are you here again?
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, it's a long story, but in short, to stop the Dark Entity.
Yeah. Yes, it seems as though, even before I came upon you 3, that he was particularly active. I didn't expect it to be this bad.
It's gotten a lot worse than last time you saw on Earth.
He is trying to destroy Earth.
Yeah, let's just say it's on a timer.
Yeah.
I see. Do you know how much time we have left?
Days, possibly.
If that.
Yeah, not a lot.
And how are we supposed to do this?
There were 6 key points on Earth that were connected to 6 people working for the Dark Entity. We believe anyway, we've taken down 3 of them.
That's good.
Yeah. Amadi Khan, Kaito, and
Luther.
Yeah.
And we only
Luther
need 2 more.
Interesting. And these individuals, these names that you speak of, they seem like they're from Earth.
I believe they are.
At one time, perhaps.
Yeah, taken from Earth, given power through the entity, and corrupt.
That's also kind of where we come into a bit of a pickle.
Why is that?
Well, each of the pillars is connected to one of the people that the Dark Entity is in control of.
The fact that they're Earthlings, it makes sense. It's sort of tethering theory I've heard, but using them to help merge these realms. What's the problem?
I kind of open one of the portals.
Jackie's one of the 6.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
That would explain a lot.
Yeah. So we can take out 5 of these people and their pillars, but I mean,
Not exactly sure what to do.
Oh, when you say take out, like
Kill.
well, you don't have to do that. Who told you had to do that?
Sovereign.
And you believed him?
We didn't have anybody else.
how else are we supposed to do it?
I told you before, magic is of the mind, spells of will. It's all about will.
Listen, I would like to say that I know a decent amount about will, and it's not really helped me this far.
Oh, well, if an entity such as the one we are facing takes a particularly direct interest in something, unfortunately an individual's willpower won't be enough to help them. But, well, Jati, if you don't want to help it, unless he wants to take control, you don't have to.
Well, I haven't. See, that's the problem we're having, is because there are certain times where it just takes control, the entity, without, you know...
Yes, we're going to have to do something about that.
Obviously, we've been working against it, and...
Yeah, and if there's any way to get the pillar that Jackie made out, like, away from Earth without killing her, I mean, by all means.
Yeah, that would be preferable.
I think it's possible. I would say so.
Yeah, because it seems to be getting worse on Earth as time goes on.
Well, how did you get here?
Portal.
We can't just summon a portal. Even traveling to the Converging Expanse is very, very difficult.
We have a friend, Savannah. She helped us get everything we needed to create a portal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We worked for a couple weeks gathering what we needed.
That's very fortunate. What sort of sorcerer is she to be able to create a portal here?
A
scientist.
Quantum scientist.
I don't know what that is.
Kind of like you, just with numbers.
Yeah.
And not nearly as
Is she
flashy.
as crazy?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
She's Australian.
That pretty much means crazy.
Oh, she wasn't Australian.
She had that funky accent.
I'm pretty sure she's southern.
Australia's in the south.
I'm pretty sure she said
Yeah,
mate
yeah.
once.
Wow. Well, where is this quantum scientist sorceress for now?
New York City. I hope.
Could only send you, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And that was a very risky process as well.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Nope.
No.
We pretty much got obliterated and put back together.
Curious way to do that.
Yeah. We're hoping that we'll have a way back after all this.
Hoping.
Yeah, that's the big word here today,
Yeah.
Well, that's fine and all. So, you said you've gotten rid of 3 of these pillars, is that correct?
Yeah.
We think Jackie is the 4th. What about the 5th and 6th?
One of them kidnapped Lauren.
Yeah,
They
we
have her right now. Do you know?
Oh dear. I've met Lauren.
Well, we've been coming into contact with this woman, Barbosa, and she keeps getting these weird, what are they, like gems or something?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
She like grows these gems in people's hearts and takes them. Really strange.
Out of people.
Yeah.
Did you have one of these?
No.
I see.
Do you have any idea what they are?
I have theories, but I don't know if it's anything concrete. It sounds like a sort of a way to concentrate this sort of life essence. To be utilized in various rituals, perhaps.
I knew they couldn't be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know who the other one is, though.
Yeah, we're not sure who the last person is. Do you know anything about that storm that's going on?
I took a look at it last night. You can hear it from my room. Made sure none of you heard it. I thought it would keep you awake. It's very far from right here, but it's something very powerful. But I'm not sure what it is myself. Not without going in and taking a closer look.
Okay. Have you ever heard of anyone named Uman?
Oh, old Uman!
You know him?
Yes, he's a good chap.
Yeah, we came across him a few times.
If you want to talk about crazy, what's this right there? Poor man has his mind meddled with, and oh, it is a mess up there, I tell you.
Yeah, did definitely notice that.
Yeah, he thought he was like 3 different people at once.
Yeah, well, he's been here longer than I have.
It shows.
Yeah, he helped us out a little bit, though.
He did.
Oh, he's very nice. See, once you get to know him a bit, you can really get to know. He's a bit eccentric, very powerful, though. I think he was quite a sorcerer back in his... Well... If you travel a lot, between places, you lose some things along the way.
That makes sense.
Especially his particular mode of transportation. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure
Useful,
was.
but terrifying.
I think it sent Elias forward
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, I met my future self.
Oh, that's fun. I've met my future self plenty of times.
Really?
I hate him. Totally and completely insufferable, that fella.
Mine scared the shit out of me.
Well, that tends to happen. Oh. But, seeing into the future is always a very muddy prospect.
It showed me New York destroyed, but told me that we won.
Well, that one might be very possible. Well, not that last part. I don't know about that part, but...
But if
phone goes off.
but if that's how we win, I don't want to do it. And he told me to prevent the way he won from happening.
How did he win?
I presume by killing Jackie.
Let's avoid that, shall we?
Yeah.
That would be preferable.
I think that is our #1 mission, to
Yes.
save Jackie.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other two...
I think maybe saving Earth is a little bit high priority.
Well, yeah, no, I know. I mean, the other two, we don't have to stop ourselves from killing them.
Yeah.
Just you
Oh,
have
the
to
other
die.
two.
Yeah.
I thought you meant...
Oh, yeah, you don't have to kill them. For the last time, why are you always going to killing? What happened to you three? It's been a few months and now you're killing everything. Kill this, kill that.
To be fair,
They're like
they tried
evil
to kill us first.
Yeah, they're
I mean, that's
evil
fair.
demon
Self-defense is one thing.
I'm also the judge now, so I can
Oh, yeah.
decree who
You
lives
gotta-
and
But you
dies.
found an occupation. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I didn't know they let judges be so young on Earth anymore.
I was elected.
Oh.
And, maybe not here, or maybe not on Earth, but like, I am the judge of something. I don't know.
looks over you.
They didn't even tell me about what it means. They just told me I was it.
Who's they?
Animus.
Oh, Animus. Those little bits over there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I've met them quite a few times.
Weird
We
little
exchanged
beady eyes.
some books.
Really?
Oh, how do you think they're at this library? You think there are any bookstores around here?
Fair.
That explains a lot about you. I always knew, but technically didn't know, because I didn't have my memory when I was with you. I would have told you all about Animus and where they're from, how they are. But unfortunately, I just couldn't, and by the time I realized of who I was being whisked away back here. Sorry about that.
It's a good thing we're here now.
It is. I'm glad you found your niche.
Thanks. Even though I still don't entirely know what that means, and I'm kind of a little more scared of them now than I was before when I didn't know it.
Oh, don't worry about them. They're all talk and no eye stalks, whatever. I don't know.
True. True.
To be frank, though, they are very powerful in what they do. Soul searchers, if you will.
Yeah.
You've met them and they've deemed you worthy of their powers, which is a rare feat, I may add.
That's fortunate.
So those creatures have existed since the first mind.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose.
It is.
It is, yeah.
One might say as old as time itself.
Yeah.
Maybe a little past that. I don't know, whatever.
What are they? Watchers?
In a way, yes. It is this neutral sort of stance. All they care about, like any organism, is self-preservation. Yeah. And to do that, they elect champions, or judges, self-righteous ninnies, all of them. But in order to keep the balance, whatever balance they deem is necessary. That's why they're not a big fan of the dark entity over there.
Yeah.
Which I suppose I should tell you is an animus itself.
What?
Wait. Hold on.
What does that mean? Is an animus?
Yes, well, you see... Well, let me give you the lowdown here. And, kind of floats around for a moment. He pulls out a book from the one of his shelves and he opens it. It's a handwritten, like, tune by him. He's like, Ah, yes. I think it's time we talk a bit about this dark entity. Kuvatnatilnala is its true name, deemed by the denizens of the Conversion Expanse a name that means to devour and consume.
That's a mouthful.
Yep.
Sounds like what he's doing on Earth.
It does sound like that.
Yeah.
It is, without a doubt, an entity. It exists for the sole purpose of consuming. Does not care what it consumes, how it does it. It just must.
All right.
Sounds like Adam.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is he wrong though?
Go smart.
He says, yes, in my studies, over the hundreds of years of distance that I could glean, it was, at one point, a creature of animus. I was speaking with them about it, and, in its sort of, quote, infancy, if you could even consider that of this entity, they don't know why, I don't know either, it sort of obtained a craving for anything. Something changed it. And eons after eons later, it grew into what you see today.
So it just goes from planet to planet, devouring them?
Well, no, it hasn't consumed any planets, per se. It's never left the Conversion Expanse.
Oh,
This is its native domain, as is all of Animus. But, yes, it is a complex yet very simply motivated creature. How it gains its knowledge, I imagine through consuming. I imagine it has already gotten rid of plenty of other creatures of Animus by itself.
Why do you think a being like that who just wants to consume is taking control of humans and not just eating them?
If I had to guess, it must be... It must know that in order to traverse to your world, merge these realms together, it needs its tethers. Tell me, Jackie, when you became a tether yourself, what was the process like?
You mean like the original, like when the portal opened up, or just in general when I got
In general.
Well, I was in a, life or death situation.
Okay.
And
That's good. I mean, not good, but...
And I just called out to something and it responded. It was like a contract.
I see, okay. In a moment of desperation, it struck.
That seems to be a common link between these people.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Seems to present itself as a saving grace and then make them pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, in my experience, the number one fear for humanity is ceasing to exist. So,
here we are.
Yeah.
What a good time to approach someone with a life-saving deal.
Yeah. Made that mistake not once, but twice.
Make no mistake, this creature, again, while I said simple in its motivations, isn't ignorant. It can plot. It can weave together plans. If it knows how to travel to another dimension, and it's trying to right now, don't underestimate it.
We did get some information on how to defeat it, though.
You did? Oh, that's wonderful. How?
I think it can't be... It has to be... What was it? In like a different form. Like, it can't be... What am I word? Help me out here.
I don't know what word you're looking for.
Centered around it.
What they tell us about the entity, in order to kill it, it needs to be in like human form or something that doesn't it? Am I crazy?
I don't remember this.
You're the note taker.
What the fuck? Wow. Am I crazy?
Well, I'm glad that
I don't
worked.
recall having this
No,
experience at all.
Animus told you that it cannot be defeated in its current form.
Yeah, that's what it was. You guys fucking blow!
We did say at the beginning of the show, save the world or destroy it.
That's true.
Animus told us. You fuckers. Animus, that's all you!
They just gave me a job, didn't tell me what to do. It was like, you figure it out, homie.
You fucking asshole. Anyway.
Well, glad to see you all have your shit together.
That's my middle name.
Yeah, Adam, get your shit together.
Anyway, Animus told us that we can't defeat it in its current form.
That makes sense. The form that it's in now, I could not even comprehend approaching it in its power.
Is the dark entity the storm?
No, I don't think so.
Has it made it? Did it make it?
I don't know. I have to get a closer look.
Well, maybe once all its tethers are cut, its power won't be as overwhelming.
Well, we've already gotten two, and the storm kind of got a little stronger, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit tough to say. I don't think its tethers would be directly connected to it.
Yeah.
Well,
we just gotta think of something.
I don't.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Well, it still has. Well, when we were fighting Kaito, I tried to use a power that it gave me, and it wouldn't let me.
Makes sense. If it's particularly powerful, I doubt it would want you to have such an ability. What is the ability?
Well, it just kind of gives me a lot of power.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm kind of like immortal a little. Like I can't die when I'm.
That isn't a little immortal. That's literally immortal.
Wait, you're immortal?
Yeah, you didn't tell us.
Well,
You're gonna chastise me about what I don't remember when you're keeping secrets.
Cedric's like, "You're immortal? That's pretty sick, dude."
No, I'm not immortal.
Xavier's
Obviously,
like-
I almost just died.
Xavier says, like, "You're immortal?" Wow.
I almost just died. I'm not immortal.
Okay.
It's just when I use the gift of the dark entity, it, you know, makes it so I can't die while I'm in that state.
Sounds immortal to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like immortal. Wow, that's unfathomably powerful, I would say. Of course it doesn't want you to have that ability.
Well, I'm not really immortal, I just go really fast.
Untouchable, immortal, you know, sometimes you wonder what the
I
difference
come
is.
back in 2 minutes.
There's a difference between hard to kill and cannot kill.
True.
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, but that's what caused the pillar to open.
I imagine any sort of tether has a sort of insurance against that sort of outcome. But not here. It must be a sort of... maybe too powerful for even the entity to keep up on all 6 of you.
But if we've defeated 3, wouldn't that give him a little more power to evenly distribute?
Could be.
So by killing 3 of them, have we made the other 3 stronger?
Maybe.
Fuck.
Jackie, you stronger?
I almost just died, so I'm gonna say no.
On the other hand, it could be harnessing that power.
For himself?
Indeed.
He knows what's coming.
Well, if what you're saying is true and all this is happening, it's very soon until these realms merge.
That's the problem we're facing.
Both will collapse. This is what we tried to avoid with the Sovereign when he tried to do the same thing on his own terms.
Yeah.
And this is much graver, though. The Sovereign wished to enslave and make everything his own. If it happens now, there will be nothing left to enslave.
That's why he was helping us.
That makes sense.
We were kind of paired up with the Sovereign for a while.
I know, that was very surprising to see.
Yeah. Well, wasn't our first option.
Yeah.
But just...
Of course.
He did help us out. Surprisingly.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he's not all bad. You know, he's just gotta stick up his... you know.
Yeah.
Up his blood vessels.
Well, the enemy of my enemy, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the circumstance.
I will speak with him before we depart from here. I'm sure he will help us again.
Let's hope so.
But, I'm a bit, and he, like, waves his hand and, like, the seats that, your friends are under just move away from you guys. And he's like, I'm a bit surprised. Like, hey, what the fuck? And you brought, you know, them along. It's kind of weird.
Oh,
We didn't bring them.
yeah.
We've...
Looks over it. Really?
Another thing with the portal that we opened. Well, that was a whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bring him back. Shuffle back.
Everything started to go crazy at that winter ball, and the pillar was expanding, and by the time we got here, we found those 3 here.
Yeah. And they were here just as long as us. But
Wow.
they didn't remember how they got here, and they were fending for themselves.
Oh, you... I should give you 3 more credit. That's very impressive.
There was a point where the entity took control of me, and that's when everything went crazy and people were brought here. That's when Lauren was taken.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Not even sure how many other people from Earth may have been brought here.
Yeah.
We've just found these 3 so far.
Tracking them down is going to be nearly impossible here. As you know, the converging expanse is an ever-shifting landscape.
Yeah, well, if we find more people here, they might be better off than on Earth. on Earth. We don't even know if they're alive anymore.
For now, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't alive, if everything was gone there already, we wouldn't be here either.
That's comforting. So Earth still exists.
So if we all just suddenly cease to exist,
Great.
then we can start worrying.
Cool. Awesome.
If we
don't have to worry, guys.
Yeah, well, I guess if that happens, how would we know that happened?
Oh.
We wouldn't be here.
That's a good point. She asked our friend here.
So
points to the
comforting.
monster, and then you guys she points to the monster, and it's gone.
Wait.
That's unnerving. Anyway,
This place is like safe, right?
of course it's safe. I wouldn't let anything happen to you three here,
Awesome.
and in you three.
Um,
I shouldn't exclude you three.
do you mind holding on to this? And I pull out Kaito's sword.
So why did you pull that out of?
My backpack. I had it in my backpack.
You're wearing robes.
Oh yeah, you're right. I pull it out of my RPG ass pocket.
Got it. You guys are wonderful. Ooh. Interesting. Where'd you get this?
Kaito. One of the 6.
Oh, he was back in Japan, wasn't he?
Yeah, you
Oh.
know him.
He was a nice fellow before he tried to kill us.
Yeah. Well, that's a sword.
He's an even bigger asshole once we got here.
Now he just gave you his sword. That's very nice of him.
No.
He was one of the tethers.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did what we had to do. He tried to kill us many times.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we fought him a good 4 times.
Have you ever tried just asking to stop?
I kind of had a moment with Kaito. We like shook hands.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good start. I like that.
He swung first.
He did. He
That's
did
fair.
swing
That's
first.
fair.
Like 3 times.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know, when they swing at you, you swing back.
And you know, I am the judge.
It's true. He is.
Uh-huh.
It's true. You're
It's
the
too dangerous to
judge.
be kept alive.
V rolls her eyes. Okay, well, it's fair.
Add it to your collection. Your
My
stuffed
sword
monster
collection.
Yeah.
Wait, you're
Now
not
you
gonna
can
use
start
that?
right now.
It's
He,
like
like-
rusty and kind
He
of.
like tries to put it in the empty sheath, but it's definitely not made for a katana. He's like, throws it against the wall, like, unceremoniously.
maybe just keep it with you.
It's gonna break if I carry it. It's not in good shape.
I mean,
Oh,
I can make you a sheath for it.
okay.
He just moves his hand into a light, like breeze, like, and you see the wood sort of just on the ground contract around the blade, tighten up, smooth sand,
nice.
Oh, nice.
and then darken into a black. You do. A little stiff when you have to
Cool now, huh?
move it a bit.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we have weapons
Yeah.
Yeah,
to a
sure.
degree. I mean, I can make one, but
Maybe I'll just be a samurai now. I take out the blade. I'm like, shh.
It's like really
You, like,
stiff.
yeah,
like,
you get it caught.
I was holding it like I
Very
have no idea how to hold a sword.
Very exciting.
it's certainly something.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, anyway, this creature, this dark entity. This won't be an easy battle.
No.
Nope.
I think we're reaching the apex of it soon.
Oh.
Our next step right now, or what we thought our next step was, is tracking down Barbosa or the other pillar.
We can assume one of them is the center of that storm.
Mm-hmm. So we were gonna go storm chasing.
Yeah.
Guess so.
Pretty much. We gotta end this as fast as we can.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. I just reunited with all of you and then we're off to battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the way?
Unfortunately so.
Well, hopefully we can end it quick and go back home.
Yeah.
I hope so too. Maybe I can join you this time.
I hope so.
Mm.
Well,
With that dark entity gone, this place is no use for me.
do you have any tips on going into that storm? Any helpful?
Well, I'll be joining you.
Okay.
So we'll find out when we get there.
Awesome.
Is there anything else that happened on your adventures here? Anything of note?
I mean, yeah, a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Anything worth mentioning?
should Should we take the Sovereign with us?
Well, so do you all talk to him?
Okay.
Oh, do you mean to the storm, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll see what he thinks. I think he's a bit, he didn't look so healthy when I saw him last.
Yeah, he kind of got ripped apart by Kaito.
Yeah.
I mean, me too, but...
He, like, stifles like a giggle. Really.
We found power gems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't say I've seen a power gem before. What is it? He looks over to Cedric. What's a power gem? And he's like, I don't know. I haven't heard of this either.
Yeah, they were like little jewels that were fed to us by an ice thing.
Giant.
Made of blood, I think.
Yeah. Possibly another vampire.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're talking
Oh,
about.
you left there pretty fast then, right? You didn't talk to it.
We did talk to it.
We gave it some of our blood.
Oh.
Yeah, that happened.
Oh.
We
He, like,
shouldn't have done that, should we?
steps up and like walks to the other end of the room. He's like, well, at least it's not free.
What do you mean?
No, nothing.
Well,
You know, just a creature like that. He's been here longer than Uman, I imagine. Oh, that thing. If there's anything worse than the dark entity, or just as bad, I would say it's that.
What is that?
I don't really know. That's why I think it's really bad. But it's
Wait,
very conniving.
so-
I'm the one who trapped it there.
So wait, so are we gonna like randomly die now because we gave it blood?
Maybe.
we also did kind of promise it to set it free.
You did now, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have to though,
Yeah, we
right?
could
Well, at least you didn't fall for the whole "I'll give you a power unimaginable if you free me" sort of bit. Everyone falls for that, but you three are smarter than that, I imagine.
We are very smart.
Which is why we took that.
But we can get like unimaginable power. He gave
Just
us little,
a little
he gave
power.
us little gems, the
Little-
power gems.
Yeah.
So can I see the gems?
Where
I
are
think
the
we have
gems?
them, do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
In your...
Yeah, didn't they
Yeah,
get
Backpack.
He's gonna summon your backpacks.
Okay.
I like show the gems.
Oh, and he makes them float in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, yep. Very similar to what you were talking about before. Those heart gems.
I suppose.
Yeah.
A similar sort of qualities to them. Storing this sort of life essence. This one's very minor in scale, though. These. Very interesting, though.
Yeah.
I see you've already used them.
Yeah. We did.
I mean, we
Oh.
gotta fight the dark entity somehow.
Well, you
Yeah.
know. What's freeing an almighty beast but a small price to pay?
Yeah, exactly.
God. Maybe he'll not kill her right now.
Maybe he doesn't know what Earth is.
You know, it was an interesting debacle I had. We fought for 40 days.
Oh.
Straight.
Wow.
Very impressive. Years and years ago. And I
breaks.
beat it in a battle of wits. And by beat it, I mean it beat me in a battle of wits, but when its back was turned, I trapped it. Now,
Well, if you can travel once.
proving I was the witty one.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't think I can do that again.
So we just don't free it. Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Well, you've already paid the blood, so there's no avoiding that.
Well,
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. That cosmic, destroying, consuming bridge. Anyway,
Yeah,
but
we'll
you
be
know,
fine.
you know
We'll
what?
be
He's
fine.
had a long time to think.
Mhm.
We could be a very nice fellow now.
Yeah, maybe he changed.
yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe he self-reflected for thousands of years.
yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
So
I did, kind of.
Yeah, maybe he did too.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you guys are fooling yourselves.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Yeah. So anyway, anything else of note?
What's with the big flying snake dragon things?
do what now?
Oh, the drapes over there. Oh,
Yeah, they're
beautiful creatures.
horrifying.
I had one as a pet for 4 years.
Hard
Then
to
it ran
control.
away.
Bloodthirsty.
I think it's under the lake now outside my shack.
Oh,
But, yeah, they're just native creatures here.
What the hell?
They're just making loud noises.
Uh,
They hate loud noises.
could have known that sooner.
there's a lot of information here that we should have known earlier.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Well, you didn't have me before. I will be your guide through the conversion expanse.
Wonderful.
We did go to the Amble Belt.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a nice place. I've been there only once, though.
Nice beach.
Yeah.
We met.
Shibuya.
Yeah.
What was?
No, go ahead, tell me.
What was?
Why don't you tell me? Wow. Shibuya, you say?
Yeah, it's a weird name, right?
Yeah.
It's a very perplexing name.
It's a like.
Yep.
Yaliru.
Yes.
Ah, Yaliru.
Yeah, the portal keeper.
Space whale.
Yes, and a space whale.
Can you guys like
was
keep
very
some
Gojira.
fucking words?
You're the one with the infinite memory.
This is the guy who's like the spokesperson for all of like the collective knowledge of,
Yeah, you fucking ass.
of organisms and matter, and you're just
Fucking
you're
ass.
the note keeper, bitch.
You can't expect me to remember everything.
Hey, I'm the comic relief. I can forget. So like, it's fine. It's fine with me.
Damn. You better stay funny then, dude.
Oh, man.
This is Oh yes, the amble belt there is the sort of crossroads between all dimensions. Very important place.
Yeah, but it was very calming.
Yeah.
It is calming but dangerous in its own way.
Mm.
Some people threaten to stay there too long. And, well, some don't ever come back.
We made it to the Infinite Library, the Animus Library.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
for a
where you
while.
taught.
Yeah.
Great place, love it. Again, that's where I got these books. Very nice.
That's where we found V, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what else of note. I mean, we did
We flew on an airship.
we did do that.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, never been on an airship before.
It was,
Smelled like blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so the Sovereign gave it to you.
Yeah.
Hmm. Not very comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of skin and muscle and sinew everywhere.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty gross.
Yeah, the floor was always squishy.
That's about right.
Oh, where's the navigator?
Back at the Sovereign.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, I guess.
We kept him safe and
We
brought
did.
him home.
We did.
We
Cut
saved
to
one
him
life.
getting like sawed in half.
We got you home. He's like,
Damn.
His first word. Damn.
Yeah.
His first word is leave me alone.
We fought in a giant arena and killed some crab people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cedric was like the gladiator champion.
yeah.
I knew you had it in you, Cedric. Cedric's just like, yeah, that was great.
Yeah, you kicked ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
luckiest guy in the land.
I kicked something.
Yeah, you did.
Not the bucket.
No, that's the best thing. I didn't kick the bucket.
Hit it, but didn't kill it.
Damn it!
You gave it
Survived its toughness roll.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well,
I think that's about it.
sounds like you've all had quite the adventures here.
Yeah.
Not a moment to rest. Except now.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
Well, we will take tonight to rest once more. And then we will investigate that storm tomorrow. Sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
The sooner we get in there, the better.
Any other questions or anything?
We don't have to put back on our messed up.
No, I'll
Croft
get you new
costume.
outfits. It takes me the night, but I'll get you some new stuff.
Cool.
New duds, as they would say back in New York. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. New duds.
Sure.
Sure.
Hip!
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Rad.
Excellent. Now, if you don't mind, I will
Bodacious.
I have much to do in preparation for tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we should all prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have plenty of facilities around here and whatnot for you to use. Simply will it, and the appropriate room will come up. Or a hole to the outside if it does not exist, in which do not go in. Because I will have to let you back in, and it's just very annoying.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Alright? Very well.
Alright.
His hat, which was on the ground from where the creature was, flies back to his head. And he says, very good. And he walks. Door opens, shuts.
Okay.
Well,
I'm glad we get a minute, but this is a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at least we have the Sovereign and Rise now on our team.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad thing.
No.
Cedric says, "Oh, I could be here all day, dude."
Yeah, this is nice.
It is pretty nice being here.
We can't stay here forever.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
What if
But can we? Can he do some like time space bending, hyperbolic time chamber this place up?
wait,
Like a year and here's a day out there.
I mean,
maybe? Do you think they can stay here?
That's not a half
not
bad
without Rise, I don't think.
idea.
Right?
We can ask. I mean, it's better than putting them in harm's way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll sort of look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say anything.
Do you guys want to stay here if
Yeah.
if you can?
Unless you want to help.
Yeah, if you want to come, you can.
Cedric kind of looks down.
Mm-hmm.
V looks off, and Xavier said, yeah. Actually, yeah, I think we want to come.
Really?
Really?
I mean, it. I mean, it's our world too. I mean, it's just a dream, so like I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna like let my dream happen without me. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
V says, "Listen, I'm used to like tough shit. Obviously, this is a bit tougher than what I'm used to, but I don't know. I just can't sit here knowing you guys are out there. It's fucked up."
Yeah,
I mean, if you guys are ready to fight,
it's gonna be more of the same. So
Yeah.
well, if that's the case, maybe we can kind of not train them, but like teach them basic stuff to protect themselves. I mean,
Cedric's like, "All right, yeah.
Okay.
Teach us how to, do
we
some flips."
have a day.
Yeah.
So
at least just
Yeah,
like,
I mean, at least while we're
protect yourself.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. He starts like pushing a love seat back. But he's a little too weak. He's like, Xavier, like,
okay. Well, there's 3 of you and 3 of us. We each train someone.
sure.
I've never trained anyone before.
I'm pretty sure V could beat me up.
Maybe, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. These all yours, buddy.
And she looks at you. She says, "No, I'd rather someone else." We're together a lot. I feel like I already kind of learned enough.
You guys pick your trainers, guys. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not gonna be me.
All right.
Cedric's like, and he thinks for a moment. He looks at Xavier and Jackie. He's like, "Elias."
Oh,
All right, let's do this.
Xavier looks over to you.
Whoa. It pairs off passive chronicles again.
I'm like, you know what? I think I might actually enjoy this.
Oh my god.
All right, well, I don't think we can do it in here.
No, but we can like imagine a world, right?
Yeah,
Right?
this is
Yeah.
like the Matrix.
Maybe like
Yeah.
a
Ooh.
gym or like
Yeah,
a
or
sparring
A
area.
dojo?
Yeah, something.
Okay. And so you guys like go up to the wall.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of specifically?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of.
I'm gonna scare the shit out of Cedric.
I'm just thinking of the arena that me and Elias fought in.
Yeah, that's what I was
in
gonna
season
say.
0.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm
Where we all
I
spawn.
use the
They
wall.
did
I was thinking of that back alley dark area where me and V fought the heroin dealer dudes in the city at midnight. Sketchiest spot.
So yeah, the door opens up, and you see in front of you this familiar to most of you, though very different in its appearance. A very large sort of dome structure, like interior, paneled roofs that lead up, like hexagon panels, like all down that reflect down below. Everything has this sort of it would have this like chromish kind of like very shiny, clean finish, but instead a lot of it's made of wood, as if the area is trying to compensate for what you're because what you're thinking of is literally another planet training area of an advanced warrior species, and this place less that more everything's kind of made of wood, and you can see that when you thought the word like training, gym, something like that, alleyway, instead of this sort of blank like featureless plane, you see a dumpster that Rise might have seen once in like his travels in New York with you guys. There's like really you notice there's like a floating glass pane with ellipticals and treadmills behind it with like a weird PF muddled logo on all of them. You walked by a gym.
You're at the mercy of his memory.
There are some floors that are just treadmills, like conveyor belts all along. There's like muck along the wall from the alleyway, like dirt patches. It's huge at a massive chamber, like 200 by 200 feet. Jeez. But it's just a mishmash. One patch of the sky instead of those panels is just dark, like in the sky. And you see like sewer grates on the ground, like steaming up, and everything has like a glow about it, just like this blue and purple glow.
I mean, this is good enough, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all step in. And the door shuts behind you. And alright, so the three of you disconnect.
Okay.
So, who wants to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay. So you're with V.
No,
V walks up.
Yeah. Just kind of like in the middle of the space.
Okay, yeah, there's like treadmill spaces around you. And around, you have to like hop over them.
Yeah.
It's like you can see like there's floating dumbbells like around the sky, like almost waving like wings. It's very bizarre, like a weird Fantasia-esque landscape around you. And she's like, "All right,
okay. Is there anything specific you want to learn?
Something that I can do in a robe."
Oh right. I hand her the sword.
Okay, she grabs it.
Your first mission, should you choose to accept it, is to hit me.
Alright, she attacks you.
Okay.
Natural one.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Flies out of her hand.
Yeah. Can I catch it?
Make an agility roll.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just grabbed the sword.
She's like, fuck! I'm used to pocket knives.
Yeah. There you go. Get back to it. This might take some time, but just practice swinging it. Practice your stance. I don't know how to use a sword either, but practice it.
Why are you teaching? All right, yeah, cool.
Come on, try again.
All right, well, we should try again. A 3. Holds on to it this time. She swings by you.
Yeah, I look around like, come on, you were better than that.
Twitch. I'll show you fucking better. You nat 20. You're you're better than that. Make a toughness roll.
She's like,
15.
Fuck. Where's the book?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Where are the books?
I don't know, where'd you put them?
Yeah.
Hold on, Delicate, real quick.
How dare you?
Talk amongst yourselves.
I can't wait to punch the shit out of
You have to teach him how to do something he can't do. Like I'm teaching me how to use the sword.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Gonna try to be, smart about it.
It's just insane. We'll say a sword has. Oh wait, what is your sword's damage? I think you used the sword off. Oh no, who has the Blades of Dark Entity written down?
I do.
What's the damage?
+6.
You take 2 degrees.
Oh my god!
Of damage.
Okay.
She's like,
yeah, Finna. comes down and actually like slashes you, like rips the shoulder of your robe and like cuts into you.
Yeah, like ah!
And she like did it in like a really dirty way. Like essentially she like kept cutting at you.
Yeah.
And like you didn't realize the treadmill was right behind you. So you like slipped under your feet, caught yourself, and she cut you in the shoulder. And she's like, "Gah!"
Yeah, I kind of like fall, not expecting to be hit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, awesome. Do more of that.
She's like, oh, fuck, are you okay? She's fuck,
No,
okay.
I'm fine.
All right, yeah, I cut him. I cut him.
Yeah, after like 18 seconds or whatever.
And she'll continue.
Yeah.
Jackie, your turn.
I.
Xavier walks up, and he's like, "Ugh, well, looking very handsome now that he's all cleaned up, his hair back, that jock body, jacked. Yeah, he's the quarterback."
Yeah. I'm like, all right. Is there anything that you know how to do? Like,
Now I know how to do a lot of things.
okay.
I could show you.
You want to show me what you could do?
Yeah, I know, like football, and he like squares up. And, like, see, I know, like you put your whole weight into the tackle over there. You just have a nice like stance. Kind of like what he's yelling about over there.
Yeah. Okay. So it's similar, I guess, but try throwing a punch.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that.
Come on.
No, I can't do that. That's, you're a girl. You're like shorter than me.
What, are you afraid I'm gonna beat you up?
Kind of. A little bit. I've seen you do a lot.
Come on, just try to hit me.
All right, if you say so. 9.
Yeah. Come on.
He's like holding back. He's like, I don't. Can we switch?
I like go like that, and I like push him like pretty forcefully back, and like try not to hurt him, but trying to like egg him on.
Yeah. He like skitters back. Falls on one of the treadmill floors. Like like a circle. Oh, this sucks. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like do the shit you guys can do. Maybe I can be like a motivational speaker.
No, come on,
your V yell out cheerleader. No, not a cheerleader.
Come on, we're both on a sports team. You know that I know you could do better than that.
Can we like pass around a ball or something?
I mean, maybe.
Well, let's do that. Sure.
It's
like kettlebells in the corner, like a 50-pound kettlebell. Church.
Yeah. You've never taken any like karate or anything like.
Well, I mean, when I was 10 years old, I was a brown belt.
That's great. Come on.
I know.
You gotta show me an actual punch.
Fine. All right. Only because I know you can take it.
Yeah.
10. He swings at you and you. Damn it!
Alright, that was better. Come on, keep going.
So try and tackle you. 4. What? He's gonna do some endurance training. Elias.
Alright, Cedric, I'm kind of more of a trial by fire guy, and I want to figure out how you survived this arena that you became the champion of. So, I heard your Dragon Ball Z reference earlier, so we're gonna do this my way. We're gonna do it Piccolo style. I'm gonna teach you the first lesson. Are you ready? We're gonna learn how to dodge. And I activate my Ghost Shield, and I charge a ball of Soulfire, and I throw it at him.
Make an attack roll. Just make you kill Cedric.
Oh my god. 26.
Fucking kill him.
I take the lower.
Fair. 5. So 14.
So you throw it,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh fuck, like I think I just killed him. Like it comes in and he
like dodge.
He backs up, trips onto a conveyor belt and it pulls him away as it circles around for home. He's like,
He is lucky. I start running after him. I'm like, wait for the homing!
It's like me and Elias chasing Xavier and Cedric like
hit me! Stop trying to hit me and hit me! Roll for homing.
It's so funny.
That one.
Oh my god.
He is lucky.
Roll attack again.
14.
What's your dodge?
My dodge?
Oh my god.
15.
Yeah.
So 25.
Yep. Cedric is like running away from it. It's like right on his back, and he ducks behind Adam. And Adam, you see this homing soul fire against you, and you're just like,
Jump out of the way.
Blows up a treadmill.
I'm like, Elias, what the hell? It's not us. We're not fighting.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how his luck works.
It's just luck, man. I don't know.
Prove it! I throw another.
Oh my god.
Should I roll for that?
Before you kill Cedric, his luck does not extend the whole time. By the end of this, V is like sweating but like holding the sword down.
Eventually during our training, I'm like actually trying to be like, if I come at you like this, you should go like dodge like this and hit me like that.
Yeah. The way that kind of deals with like each of you, Cedric's a bumbling oaf. V is the most competent of the three, as you kind of already know. Like her tactics are dirty, but she isn't a swordsman, obviously.
Yeah. I'm pretty much telling her, like, lean into your dirty tactics. Like,
Yeah.
like hit me when I don't expect it.
She like calls you a name that you're just like, like that bracelet's gaudy, bitch. Yeah, and
That's my best friend.
and like the sword's thrown at you here in your head, like gaudy. What does that mean? You're like, no. And Xavier is like really strong.
Yeah.
But he isn't. He needs some yoga, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He can't really hit anything. But
Yeah.
like when he does, like maybe he gets like one good punch on your shoulder, and it's like numbs your arm.
Yeah.
For a moment, you're just like, fuck.
I'm like trying to get him to be more nimble and like moving around and
Stretching.
Like, yeah. Oh.
But yeah, soon you're all sweating. I mean, the three of you are pretty okay. You are the superior teachers here. But we'll give, let's see. We'll give you +1 to or we'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus on any agility roll.
Oh.
1 agility roll. Like, so you have that in your belt.
Okay.
For you, you're to hit.
Cool.
Nice.
with your soul fire. Cool. So you have 1 use of that.
Cool.
And for Jackie, we'll give a +2 to your. We'll say a toughness roll
Okay.
Nice.
for enduring this sort of, Xavier's like strength, kind of like helps toughen you up a little bit too under there. Okay.
Awesome.
So 3 of you get those bonuses
Sweet.
for next
Awesome.
time with it. They go away when you fall asleep. No, just kidding. So go out there, fight. Yeah, and you start realizing you're all tired.
Yeah.
And you hear a goong, 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 goong. Dinner. You'll never guess what it is.
You guys ready for McDonald's?
Hell yeah.
Adam's always ready for anything.
Sure.
Yeah, you go. A door opens up and leads you to the newly refurbished McDonald's kitchen in this wizard's tower.
Nice.
What the hell is happening?
I let V keep the sword if she wants it.
She says thanks, but she gives it back to you. She says, "Yeah, no, I appreciate it, but I think I can make do without it.
Okay.
Thanks, though."
Yeah, no problem. Ready for some burgers?
Cedric's like on the ground, like smoking. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Like, offer him my hand.
Don't touch me.
I promise I won't burn you.
Shaking his head, grabs your hand.
Please. Like, you gotta be quick.
Quit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will quickly run away from everything.
Just like you did in the arena.
Just like I did in the arena. I think I'm gonna take a dip before.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Rise makes you a nice gourmet McDonald's meal.
Nice.
And
Best McDonald's I ever had.
then after dinner, he looks over. He says, "Well, looks like you all kept yourselves busy. I appreciate that. Sorry, I couldn't be the most attentive host.
No, that's fine. We had fun.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time to go to bed, then. Yes. A long day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That cloud is calling to me.
All right.
I'm ready.
Doors open up. Go back to your room. He stops Jackie. Oh, Jackie. Before you go to bed, I just want to talk to you for a moment.
Sure.
Okay. And you all. He says, "All right, come with me." He opens up a door, and he steps through, hoping you come along.
Yeah, I follow him.
As you enter the sort of onyx portal, you journey in, and before you, first off, you feel the breeze of being outside. And the first thing you see below you is the lake of the that in the sort of crater where his shack resides on the rim of over there. There is a tower behind you that just goes up, and you cannot see the top.
Jeez.
And below, you're still you're only about 20 feet off the ground. Onto there, so like, you know, bit above the shack itself. And you can see like there is a tower attached to this shack that is completely out of place, nonsensical. Just this tiny little building with this giant beanstalk of a tower. And he says, "Oh, well, you know, I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done." He offers a hand out to you, and it's a balcony to stand over the lake. And he says, it wasn't easy what you did, and I heard you every time."
Well, I mean, it's kind of our fault we got you back in here, so...
No, that's my choice to come back here. It's my choice to be in here in the first place.
Well, we all missed you, so... we wanted you back.
I missed all of you. And, you know, as a piece of gratitude, I want to show you and everybody else, and he points out, he says, why I chose this place to stay of all places. And he points to this just wide expanse of the sky and the lake itself, and the normal orange colors of the converging expanse sky start to glow as you see trails of colors start to appear in the air, and they encompass the entire sky itself. And at first it has the green and pink hues of like the northern lights would be an equivalent of it.
Aurora Borealis.
Huh?
I said Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
At this time. In your kitchen.
And they trail dramatically into the air, just disappearing and appearing. And all of you in your rooms, since you all have balconies, can also see these colors blinking in through your curtains there on your respective balconies. And he reaches out and he makes a motion, and you see some of the lights begin to trail down to you. And he starts moving it between his fingers and passing it. And you just see, as this one sliver he pulled from the air comes, multiple more begin to join, as if creatures of their own, and they start to cover your larger balcony in it. And they start to like dance around you.
I like kind of try to like touch them.
Yeah, as you touch them, they change colors.
Oh.
Like orange, red, emerald green around you, cerulean, all of that, and they just start to dance. He says, something about these lights.
It's a much better scene than, you know, red everything.
I just want people to know that this place I like it. All of it. The whole converging expanse. It isn't just a place of monsters and trapped entities and the Sovereign.
Yeah.
It's a place of mystery and of logic-defying circumstances. I've spent hundreds of years here, and I barely scratched the surface.
I mean, you were the first person to show me this, so...
Yes, not a lot of people I've had here before, but I'm glad I've had dear friends.
Us too. It's been pretty rough for a while.
Well, it isn't over, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I could give you a brief respite.
It's much appreciated.
Just kind of plays with the lights a bit more. Might I ask what happened to your... Any motions to your arm?
Oh, right. Well, after we left, and we got the Sovereign back, this was kind of part of the contract. You know, I got power and he got my arm.
I see. It's a price to be paid.
Yeah.
And hopefully all of you know that power comes with a price.
Yeah, I've made that mistake multiple times, and honestly, if I don't have any powers after this, I think I'll be okay.
That would be interesting.
I mean, all my powers come from the entity.
That's true. You could lose everything.
I mean, literally, considering we don't know how to stop anything. And the future that Elias saw, I mean, I was dead.
We won't let that happen.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully there's a way to, you know, disconnect from the entity.
We'll think of something. Alright?
I mean, how about you? You were stuck in here for... how long? How did you... I mean, I saw you a couple times, or I thought I did. I thought I heard you.
I imagine you did. Fragments. When your mind is scattered like that, you go a lot of places. You must have heard me. Not my brightest moments. I looked better.
I was just worried, I guess. I mean, it's not great, you know, hearing your friend in need.
No. Last time I helped a friend in need, well, it led me here. Me and the Sovereign.
How did you get here?
It's a bit of a story, but long short of it is... There's a fly here. God damn it!
Fucking fly!
Long short of it is... I had a friend who wanted power, and he was willing to pay any price. Even if it meant spending those around him as part of a deal. I had to stop him.
Let's see.
He moves to the edge of the balcony, colors around him still, like a mist. He says, "You know, the Sovereign isn't so bad. He is. I mean, he really is. He's conniving, evil, bloodthirsty, more ways than one. It wasn't always that way, though."
I did get to talk to him a little bit. I mean, he's helping us, and I mean, even he said that hopefully, you know, we can find a way to disconnect me from the Sovereign.
Part of some nefarious plan, I imagine.
Oh, I'm sure.
But maybe there's small, tiny seed inside of him, budding with good energy.
I can only hope. Because if we have to come back here again, it's gonna be tiring.
Yes, as beautiful as it is, I think I want to take a bit of a vacation away from here.
This is really nice, though.
It is. It never gets old. Well, do you want to play a prank? Adam.
Yes.
Alright. And he floats up in the air above. He's like, come.
I like fall.
You go up the side, spiraling up the tower until you see a balcony. And you. Alright. And he just reach out, pull out. And the streams of colors from the sky start moving around you.
Oh. Can I like try to like get it?
Yeah, they like follow your hand.
Oh shit.
Alright. More.
Oh god, I don't know.
Sorry. Yep. She opens up the balcony.
I'm like trying to get more. It's like,
Put them in there. Throw them in. All of it. All right. Ready? All right. Wake him up. He shuts the balcony. He's able to wait. You wake up and there's just bright reds. The vibrancy of your voice has blink all of these lights in here until it's just greens, blues, yellows, golds. And as you yell, like, get up, the cloud like floats away. You're just on the floor of your room, and the colors just all break open the balcony door and just flutter out.
And I'm just like,
it rises like as he floats down.
I run to the balcony. I'm like, you damn kids! I was trying to sleep.
damn kids! Get off my lawn!
Okay. And escorts you to your room.
I like give him a hug, and I'm just like, I miss you, Rise.
Gives you a hug back. He says, "Oh, I've missed you too, all of you." Okay. And then the next morning comes, unless anybody wants to do anything. Your cloud returns.
Get back to sleep.
Yeah, your cloud will return, and all of you have your restful night's sleep once more.
Good.
We see for a moment, as we pan away from you guys, a door opens, and we hear the familiar voice of V. As on the other side of this door, we see Rise in his own chamber, similar to how yours is set up. Settle in, and she says, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Oh, yeah, yes, of course, V. Let's talk. And the portal closes. Next morning comes.
Just fucking fly.
I know. It is destructive. So the three of you wake up, and Rise wakes you up for breakfast. And then, once you guys are all finished eating, maybe getting a little sick now of McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's their meal in the row.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
And he's like, "What? You want more? You want more? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go."
Yeah.
God.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of queasy.
"Oh, we have a big day. Eat up." Cedric's like,
no.
"I don't feel."
Can I get this
so
in a
good."
to go?
You want a happy meal?
Yes.
He looks at you all and he says, "All right, I think it's time that we get you all well suited and well to go."
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
What do you have in mind?
What do you have in mind? As I said before, your will determines what will happen next. And he like goes up to Elias and he like pinches above your head like a zipper, and he's like, "Just think of something comfortable, something, well, more than what you were wearing before, because I burned those." and a flash of light. What is Elias wearing now?
Look down and I see like a black sleeveless like tank top that leads into black kind of tighter pants and like belty sort of things that go like kind of here and there down it. Bare arms, pair of black gloves, pair of black boots, and a big like grayish kind of like maybe shoulder cape kind of thing that extends down to the floor and has like a gold sort of like hanger chain across, almost Spawn style.
Yeah,
but
it's like Spawn meets Nomura.
A little bit, yeah. But it's like kind of like emphasizing the sort of like judgy kind of vibe, you know,
it's like a regal-esque, but like a dark
bit,
regal.
Yeah, a little tattered. It's got like tattered frayed ends, like Spawn cloak, and a little bit of a hood, kind of
like a cowl. Yeah, gotcha. Okay,
yeah, something like that.
He's like, oh, look at that.
I like take a bow.
V like nods like, all right. The ego's coming through, but I like it.
I grab the bottom end of the cape and like
goes up to you, Adam, and he's like, all right, think hard. And
anything I want, huh?
Anything you want.
Oh no.
He grabs like the air beside you and then throws his arm forward, and you see this sort of magical curtain just and as soon as it wraps around once, it wraps around again, but just like depletes, and you are here. What are you wearing, Adam?
I'm being something I'm being something similar to the costume that I built.
Okay.
Except this time it's like actually like the material feels like leather. Like, except it's kind of just that Under Armour, like very flexible cloth.
So a thicker, and for people who don't know before, so it's like a suit, like a that's what I'm looking for. It's like a bodysuit kind of thing. All right, so it's like thicker, more like a biker kind of, but like way more flexible.
Yeah. Okay. Mostly red with like gray lines going down it, like on the joints, and like the shoulders are silver. And there's a silver Mercury symbol on the chest.
Nice.
And I'm gonna have like not a crown, but like a small circlet with a gem to like symbolize that I'm like a prince.
Oh,
nice.
I was expecting like a speed racer helmet, but that's way better.
Like we're kind of like emphasizing a little bit more of our like history and character detail.
If it's like something similar to what I remember my dad wearing.
With the centrum?
Like the
yeah, it's like a blue sort of gem over there. Yeah, it's very like streamlined and kind of like thin. But yeah, okay.
That's cool.
All right. He's like,
it's just like a literal like plastic flash, like
too tight, like Flash costume for little kids. The inflatable muscle things.
It's like a belly shirt.
Yeah, giant bulge on your ladies.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And Jackie, he just like traces the air, and like this like box, like a changing room appears, and he shuts the door, and he's like, and opens it back up, and you're dead.
Oh
no! What do we see?
So I have like kind of like dark, almost like reddish, like yellow, almost like how you see on like planets or like in the solar system. It's
like a nebula.
Like that kind of color, like splashed onto like knee-high like combat boots with like black shorts and like kind of like a tank top, but not like it's like thicker sleeves, almost like a muscle shirt, and then it's covered with like the same kind of pattern of like the nebula type going across it.
Nice.
With like kind of like a hood, like a cape, huh?
A cowl.
What?
Like a
cowl.
Anyway, a cape. It's like with a hood, like a cloak.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. That like kind of comes down a little bit.
Okay, how far?
Like
is
arms
it like a little one? Okay,
yeah.
Nice. All right, yeah. You all appear.
Capelet.
Yeah.
Capelet.
You know, like Napoleon.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, ah.
Yeah, I'm like feeling the costume. I'm like, this is awesome.
I'm like, dude, I have a cape.
What?
Oh, me too.
Whoa.
Well, I'm in a cape.
You listen. You coulda.
You have a crown.
You're right. It looks pretty nice.
It's pretty cool.
Don't try selling that gem. I made that for you.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Come on.
All right, and for the rest of you, goes over to Cedric, flashes his hands, and Cedric appears in exactly what he was wearing at like on Earth, just like an orange T-shirt, jeans. Just has like a watch that doesn't work.
I expected like a Halloween costume version of what Adam was wearing.
He just looked very plain, and he's like, I got nervous when I saw you guys, so I couldn't think of it.
No, looking good.
Yeah.
It's like a button-up orange shirt, and he's like, he unbuttons a little bit off to show some chest.
There's like one chest hair.
Yeah. Point, point.
Yeah.
Looking good.
He goes up to Xavier, does the same. Xavier, in a flash of light, the first thing you see is wide shoulders. As you just see like a just all like cobalt blue jersey on him with like the football shoulders. He has a helmet on. This is CE on it over here. He has like the knee pads and the thigh pads on over there. He's got like, you know, a cup on it. And he's wearing just like his football attire, but it has like spikes on like, the shoulder.
Oh, like the Road Warriors.
Yeah. He has like a baseball bat on one of his waist, and the other end is like a hockey stick. Cool. And he's just like, all right, and it's like a bandolier of baseballs. And he's like,
nice.
Yeah,
so it's like Road Warriors meets Casey Jones.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
All right, you're hits his helmet. Yeah, fuck.
He's like just psyched up for the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think that explains a lot.
And then for V, as he conjures up her outfit, she's wearing not quite too different from what you guys are used to from her wearing. She's wearing like these like thigh-high like platform boots over here, like she's ready for a show. Shorts, like very short shorts around her figure over there, and she's wearing this sort of cloak around herself, and her sleeves are they're more just like that's what I'm looking for. Not arm warmers. Yeah, I guess arm warmers.
Yeah. I get what you're
onto over there. She has like studs all over her, and the shorts have this sort of pleated skirt that come out from the back, like that pleat out to help match the cape itself. And it's very like it would probably fit in at like a sort of like goth venue. The way she says her like, nails are all done and everything too, just like these black claws along, and she doesn't look too fantastical. It's like a mix between that fantastical and I'm going to a show, guys, don't fuck with me, kind of thing.
Awesome.
Nice.
I was like, all right, I think we're good. And Rise looks down at his McDonald's uniform. He's like, oh right, and he flicks and you see the purple and gold suit that he wears.
Nice.
Very good.
Well, at least we'll all be fashionable if we die.
Yeah.
The only thing more important than living is looking good while doing it.
I like. Yeah. My tape.
Now, all right. Guess we should make our way. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Away we go. He claps his hands and the door opens up to the front of the shack, and he walks out.
Okay.
We make our way then, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the storm.
Yep.
All right. So he looks up front and he says, "Okay, well, we'll all have to stick together. Yes. How should I do this? Okay." He tells you all to stand still, and he starts digging his heel into the ground around you, like making a circle. And it's like all around you guys, and like between you guys. It takes a good like 10 minutes. They're killing all the momentum of like the journey you guys were going. Takes off his hat. Okay, anyway.
Could have asked for help.
Oh wait! As all of you, you feel the ground under you pick up. As the ones who can't fly, 3 and Adam soar up.
Nice.
And
we're flying!
All right, with me. And he starts soaring into the distance. Hoping Jackie and Elias will follow.
Everyone else just goes, we're like, oh wait, what?
Time to fly!
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys start making your way through. And you soon are over ocean for a few minutes, and he goes, all right, we're far enough away. If we flew like this, it would probably take about a month to get where we need to go. So let's make this a little fast. And he circles his hand in the air, and you see this sort of like pentagrammal sigil appear in front. And as soon as he hits it, as he's ahead of you, all of you, he and Adam, you're not really in control of this flight. You're just going closer to it, and just used to the speed, you're kind of okay. Yeah. Everyone else is like, and you see the ocean rush past you fast until you hit a landmass, and immediately you see the storm in the distance, far away. As you guys start floating once again, back on the actual continent of the converging expanse.
Okay.
Says, we're pretty northbound over here. Should take a few hours flying this way.
How close can you get us?
Well, I don't want to go in the air this close.
Yeah.
So we'll get just outside the storm, and unfortunately from there we'll have to go on foot.
Did you talk to the Sovereign?
Yes, I talked to him last night. He won't be there.
Of course not.
Yeah.
He said he had other things to take care of, evidently. He said he'll join at his leisure.
Great. Sounds like him.
Yeah.
What an asshole.
That's fine. That's fine.
Start making your way. And like he said, it takes a few hours of the flight, but it's safe. He keeps you safe from everything that would occur, kind of navigating certain patterns. As he sees a biome change, he kind of shifts himself over to the adjusting winds and everything. He's very well versed in traveling here.
Okay.
And eventually you touch down in this sort of a meadowy sort of biome, though it is very dark, as you're very close to the clouds. That you actually are under some of the clouds themselves that are on the outskirts of this storm. It's dark clouds, but sort of this deep gray, whereas as in the distance it's turning black with lights.
Is it like downpouring?
It's starting to rain a bit,
Okay.
like a light shower. You're at the very edge of it, and you land down into the soft grass that's bending to the will of the wind. He says, all right, well, if you have hoods, keep them up.
I have a hood.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
We're like Cape Gang.
Yeah.
Cedric looks around, he's like, I should have imagined an umbrella.
Yeah. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
And said, all right, anything else we need to take care of before we start going?
I don't think so.
No, I think it's time. It's time we
Cedric's
find
like,
whoever's
I think
doing
I
this.
forgot my wallet back at the tower.
You don't have a wallet.
I'm just lighting the mood. All right.
I think this is it.
So I need everybody to make me a dodge roll,
Oh.
Why?
and then talk amongst yourselves. He's like,
Dude, like.
That's fine. No,
Bruh.
it's not.
No, I
terrible.
know, but you saw it, right?
I saw it. Oh, none of us rolled like really good though.
Looney Tunes
No.
is. I mean, I have 10 dodge, so I'm
I have 7, so I got 16.
I got 20.
I got 22.
Nice. Oh, so we're okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll be alright.
We're gonna get struck by lightning. Do you think we're dodging lightning?
It's the end of the.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to just like, you roll initiative, like, oh fuck, now what? Like,
what?
Surprise attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the California guy has to be water, right? Because the opening, so he did like the water around the fish. Now it's raining.
Is it a girl?
Wasn't Barbosa like, because she came from like, she was
Yeah.
a sailor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So maybe it's her. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. Maybe it's like her brother or something.
Maybe.
They seem to be pretty chummy. None of the other like.
I thought
like,
it was a girl.
I don't
Maybe.
know. We didn't get told.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, they seem to get along. Like
Yeah.
none of the other like
Yeah.
tether people do.
Oh yeah.
It's true. That's
Everybody
true.
else kind of was like working on their own shit. And
We're
like,
gonna have to fight both at the same time.
oh, I fucking
Oh,
hope not, dude.
God.
I hope
We
not.
will,
Terrible.
dude. We will die.
I know.
She's,
gonna be
she's
awful.
literally almost killed us before.
Yeah.
We are a little stronger now, but
Yeah,
And
she-
we
No.
almost just died like
yeah.
Yeah.
last
She
session.
was the one that we had the most trouble with.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, she was boo.
Oh, this is gonna
Oh.
be bad.
Not good.
Yeah, because like you and I were both dying, right? Or we
I
were
think
really
Oh.
close.
All of us
We
did.
were all
Oh yeah.
very, very
no, yeah,
close.
because I had to
Yeah.
carry your fucking corpses.
You carried both
That's
of
what
us,
it
and
is.
then I
Yeah.
carried both of you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, I flew us out of there, and then I dropped, and then you woke up and ran.
Yeah.
That's the closest like we've ever come. Like I swore, like if we couldn't figure that shit out, that was
Oh my
going to be
God.
the end of the fucking.
That was
Yeah.
that was gonna be
I
it.
thought
Dude.
we were gonna
That was
totally.
it.
Sorry
like,
about that.
How dare
It's all
you?
good.
So,
That was a nice breeze when you ran by there.
That was.
you're welcome. So, as you, dodge roll,
20.
Jackie.
22.
16.
Okay, good.
Not too bad.
Was that the insta death?
Yep. And then everybody make a fortitude save.
Oh, there it is.
Not good at those.
Hey,
27.
Okay. 20.
unnatural 20.
All right.
Unnatural 20.
All of you, move surprisingly well. So through this area, there are no carved out paths or anything like that through these meadows. And as you reach deeper in, the storm becomes an actual threat. And soon the terror of what you're walking into is kind of washing over you with this cold, icy wind piercing into your skin. The rain falling down pelts against you, sometimes turning into hail as it does, as it pitter patters against your heads. And with those fortitude saves, you all avoid a point of exhaustion as trudging through these now
Nice.
growing muddier terrain and the harsh winds howling against you. It's an entire ordeal just traversing this far. And you also avoid the bolts of lightning that have been shooting down.
Awesome.
One of us just
Side
gets fucking
Given
wrecked.
watching each other's backs, giving enough warning as like the storm is growing more powerful as Rise is like, look out, and Adam's also like, hey, and
Yeah.
dodging these bolts as they come. At first they seem random, but then they grow more and more in proximity, grow more in abundance as you reach closer, as you journey closer into the domain, the last spot on your the map that the Sovereign showed you
Yeah.
when you first arrived here. So yeah, it's become perpetually night around now. The orange sky of the converging expanse is gone to you. It is just the storm. You find no other creatures around. In fact, all you find now, the grass is being drowned out in mud all around you. Some of you have to like hover over it or hop, or just somebody carry them over the increasing like mud slides type areas. And all the while, Rise is sort of guiding you. He's like at the head, and he's grabbing the floating orb around and like looking into it at times. And he holds his hat above. He's constantly holding his hat so it doesn't blow away. He's like, this way, yep, I think. And he's making his way. And finally, after a couple hours of moving through this, you arrive to this sort of hill up, and you walk up to see. Jackie would recognize this a bit, less so much you two, as over the hill you see first the ocean to the distance, but between you and the ocean is a castle made of some sort of black obsidian type stone. Every tower of this behemoth structure is jagged in its construction, made to look very sinister in its appearance. Out of the main central castle building over here and the many towers around it, you would see connecting bridgeways below them just dug out abysses, and at the end of each bridge are these domes, also made of this black material, just around these closed off domes, 6 of them in total. Out of all 6 of them, you see pillars of black energy firing up into the air, curving at their tip towards an object just off the coast. This orb of smooth, inky darkness that's just pulsating as each strand of these pillars are striking against it. You do notice that 4 of the pillars are thin and sort of flickering against it.
Interesting. It's interesting that 4 of those look like they're about to go out.
Yeah.
Not 3.
Maybe it's because
Of you?
since we've been fighting them, I mean, I haven't been really.
What? Rod's like, what?
I haven't been really.
It's very loud. I can't hear you. I can't hear you if you're talking. What?
Is there like an eye of this storm, or is there none?
You don't see anything.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright.
Alright.
You want to make our way into the evil castle?
I thought you'd never
The
ask.
final boss castle?
Yes.
Bowser's Castle?
Yeah. I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
Where have I seen that before?
You've seen it once when you read Barbossa's mind. You saw her convening with some mysterious individuals. Who could they have
Right.
been? And to look out the window to see you have not seen from this angle at all,
Yeah.
but you recognize the sort of structural like engineering of this, of the parapets and all the other the walls and how they're constructed.
Okay.
Yeah, the entire castle and like the expanse with the domes is about the size of Brooklyn, from where you guys are from, in its entirety.
Damn.
So, it's its own sort of city in of itself.
Big ass castle.
Yeah.
Damn.
Must have a big ass throne with a big ass in it. We got a kick.
Yep.
All right, I don't know what you said, but we should make our way to the castle.
Let's do it.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
Kick ass.
Yes, brick bass. Whatever that means, you crazy kid. Just walking down the hill. So you all start making your way through the storm further. Did you kill it?
No.
Nope.
Damn it.
I thought
Fucking ASPCA is gonna be all over us.
Ah, that's so close.
Fuck.
Enjoy that, people. As you make your way through, all through the muck and whatnot, you start realizing something. The way that this castle's perimeters are, trying to walk towards the main building, there is a wall in the distance, and there's no doors around. It's like this whole front area, and it stretches on for a while. The domes extend past the walls, but right now you're walking towards the castle, so nothing.
Wait, I've seen this before. Last time we couldn't get through a door.
Oh.
A gargoyle sits at the end.
Hey, Rise, can you like get us through
What?
this wall? Can you get us through this wall?
I could try. I mean, we could probably hop over it.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. Well, let me try first.
Okay.
And he conjures a gust of wind under him and floats up. And as soon as he does,
He gets shot.
Get shot with a Glock.
the dark entity comes with a Glock.
What's up now, bitch?
Bolts of lightning, about a dozen of them, fire down. All of you are blinded in that moment. No. He floats down. He's like, oh man, no, that's not going to work.
I guess we'll just hop it.
That's what I just tried to do.
Oh, I thought you tried to get through. Okay.
Is there a door anywhere?
I don't see one.
You wanna do a
Make
perimeter?
investigate rolls with a -5.
1.
21.
Okay.
13.
Okay. You trip in mud, Adam. And but you're okay. Yeah. Jackie and Elias, you both are searching around. You kind of like, all right, you go that way, you go that way. Fuck. And you just start, you hover fly, so it's around, and you're looking. And you see, at least along this wall as it extends, and it extends towards, and cuts off at the abysses between each, between the castle and the, domes, with the bridges connecting them, and then it sections back off there and close itself. So as far as you're concerned, you don't see any way, at least from this wall, into getting into the castle. It's almost as if it was made not for anybody not to be able to enter.
Can I try to run up the wall?
Sure.
That's what.
I know,
You just got
but I'm way faster. I'm gonna try.
Make a strength roll.
Are you faster than lightning?
Strength 14.
As you make your way up, you all hear thunder and lightning crash. What you feel, however, is as you reach the top, before you can even reach, as you're running up the wall, this strong wind, or a gust, just like top-level hurricane, just billows you down. You fall off of the wall. Make a toughness roll.
10.
10. You take 1 injury.
Okay.
As you hit into the ground.
I'm just like, on my back.
Yeah, Xavier runs up and he's just like, "Oh, dude, you alright?"
Yeah, fuck. No, I'm fine. I think the storm knows we're here, guys.
If the storm knows something, then maybe this building is alive. I'm gonna like make a soul blade and like Qui-Gon Jinn style stab into the wall.
What do they? He goes through the door. No, like
now there are 2 of them.
Yeah.
They're still coming through.
Yeah, that's it. That was it. Yeah, you sink your soul blade in, and as you do, you all see like whenever his soul attacks hit anything, those sort of green veins that show up in a living being, those veins show up in the wall.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
And stretch like a web of green veins.
I'm like, guys, I think the castle's alive.
What do we do about that?
I don't know.
I like dragged my blade up and then like down. I'm like trying to kind of create like a wide. Like,
you're able to sink in. Your blade is like lasting long on you. Usually on inanimate objects, it just dissipates. And as you make the circle, you realize it's too deep, and it takes you a good like 30 minutes just to do this.
Whoa, that sounds exhausting.
Read its mind. What?
What do you mean? I don't even think
I'm like
it has
holding
a mind.
the blade, like it's like crackling and shit. I'm like, well, it's still alive.
If it has a soul, it might have a mind.
Sure, I'll read the wall's mind.
Okay.
Read the wall's mind.
The wall rolled a nat 20.
Wow. The wall is like absolutely
What the fuck?
You run into what seems to be some sort of wall of defenses.
The wall
You
has...
sense
But
as you reach
it has a
out,
mind.
as you reach out, and you're attempting to, you're just like, I don't know, guys, about this.
Yeah.
The rain around you just stops, and your friends stop.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
And you hear a. You have finally come to me.
Yep. Just like I promised I would.
I hope you're not expecting a warm welcome.
Not quite.
Turn back now.
Why would we do that when we're so close to defeating you?
Close. I see. And the rain starts to fall again. All of you are back.
Still struggling to hold the blade.
Made a toughness roll.
17.
17. Take 1 injury.
Ooh.
As around you, you see the wall
Yeah.
shoot out like liquid obsidian
Oh shit.
and stab downwards, and you're able to pull away, but one of them just gets you right in the side and just reams in. You see blood scatter out, and you hear the grinding of metal together as the wall itself begins to just morph and move.
What the fuck?
That's where we'll end tonight's session.
What the hell? We're gonna fight a demon wall? Final Fantasy?
No, it's the whole house.
the hell house.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's hype.
Holy shit.
Hell house.
That's hype.
Oh shit.
Roadhouse. Well, that's it for today, episode 29.
That was a good
Session is the
downtime
big
session.
30.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Initiative. If you liked what you see, make sure you like, comment, favorite, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify and all that. If you're watching live on Twitch, hit that follow button.
Hell yeah.
We're live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., but you can get notified if you hit the follow button.
Yep.
Or you can hit the sub button and help all of our dreams come true.
Yeah.
It's true.
And help improve the quality of the stream.
That would be amazing.
That'd be pretty great.
The YouTube and Spotify versions of this will be out in full tomorrow, which would be nice over there. And follow us on Twitter for updates as well. And you can look us all up at keeptappinx, no G, keeptappinx. And
Stick around, we're gonna raid.
Yeah, we're gonna raid a channel.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
So
which
let's do
channel
that. We're gonna raid a
raid?
channel. But for you all watching at home, we love you, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.